Yeah, I felt okay, but I was so tired.
Yeah.
I just pooped.
I'll get your cardie actually. My arm's gone. Oh.
Check to see if this is working.
TSR?
Yeah.
What is it? Gaming company?
Yeah, it's the old company that used to make D&D.
Oh.
Yeah, Tactical Study Rules. It went bust in the 90s. They sold it to Wizards of the Coast.
Who?
Yeah, so just have a look at your special abilities here. Right. When you activate these, you'll have to discard what's called determination tokens, but that's the currency for the game, basically. So just familiarise yourself with the special abilities now.
Are these all special abilities, all these 4 things?
Sorry?
Are these all special abilities?
Yeah.
Right.
You should have if you familiarise yourself with your special abilities there, you've got your wound, yeah, pop it down, you've got your wound marker there.
Trying to read it.
Yeah.
Can't even read it. No.
Stone soup. Sounds nice. A good cook can make a soup out of nothing.
Discard 2 to any green action done, whatever that means. Discard 2 to draw 3 iron plasma stat. Which I'll be able to into certain position. Not where I'm moving there. 2. This place looks interesting. I'll have a look. Discard 3 to draw 2. Choose one. Discard. Oh, whatever that means.
Yeah, you won't know those.
Thank you. Shortcut.
Yeah, that's an invention that you can make.
All right.
It's not. These aren't made yet. These are just inventions that you can make.
So we all got the same invention?
No, I've got a spear.
Wow.
Gavin's got the fireplace, and Julie's got the snare.
So it's all to do with your
Yeah.
What you are, really, isn't it?
Yeah. So I mean, what's happening? We're castaways on a desert island, on an island.
Right.
And basically, what we got to do, we got to survive for at least 12 rounds before, and we got to build this beacon out of wood. Okay, so you got the round marker here, right? And on the 10th round, 11th and 13th, 12th round, the ship will be sailing past, and we need to have built the beacon by that time, right? So, but you've got your 2 action pawns here, so you'll be able to take 2 actions, or the maximum of 2 actions each round. Okay. And what you'll be doing, you'll be putting these on the board in different spaces, and then once everyone's placed all their action pawns, then you'll be taking those actions. All right.
Yep.
So there's different phases to the game. So up here, I'll put one of these markers on there. So you've got the event phase. We don't do that in the first round, right? So we'll come back to that. Then you'll have the production phase of the game. Sorry, the morale phase, which is where you'll deal with this up here. This is our morale. So depending on where our morale is, we'll get determination tokens or we'll lose determination tokens. And the main rule you have to remember in this game is if there's any unfulfilled demand, you take a wound. You have to take a wound for every unfulfilled demand. Okay. So in the action phase, when you're taking your actions, right, the pawn who takes the action, the person that takes the action is the person that takes the wound. In the night phase or any other phase other than the action one, we all take wounds. Okay. So any unfulfilled demand, you just have to remember that. If you miss discarding something, or you can't fulfil a demand that the game makes, you take wounds. If anybody dies, we lose. Okay, so you see up here, so down there you got your health markers there. If your health marker gets to the end, you're dead. Everybody loses.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, you see you've got the event phase, which we skipped, then the morale phase, right? Then you've got the production phase. So you see these icons here on this is the map. This is where we are at the moment. This is our camp. This is what we produce. Okay, you can produce wood and or fish, and this is the type of terrain that it is. It's a beach at the moment. Okay, and this is our camp. If we build a shelter, we flip it over and we have a shelter. And shelters can appear on these terrain tiles, right?
Okay.
But gradually, over the course of the game, these may or may not appear. Okay. Right, then we do our action phases where we take different actions, right? Then we'll resolve the actions. Then we'll go on to the weather phase down here, where
Weather.
The weather phase.
Right.
Right, all the actions are numbered, so we do them in sequence. We go down to the weather phase where we as part of the action phase, we need to protect ourselves against weather. Right. Then we do the night phase where we have to eat food, and then we have to rest, preferably in a shelter. If we rest outside of the shelter, we can't feel ourselves. We take wounds. Right. So we just go around the board. Okay. We'll look at this first. Yeah. So this is your wound marker, like you said. If you take wounds, you see this arrow here, that's not a space, you skip over that, but when you go over that, you lose a morale because you're wounded.
Okay.
Likewise with this one. If you build your personal invention, you get 2 determination tokens down here. Okay. When you build it, you'll take it and you'll put it on the invention space, and any face up inventions means they've been built. Okay, and this is the benefit you'll get. Well, you'll just flip over like that, I suppose, but I should have really told you. Up here is what you need to build it. So to build my spear, I need 1 wood, and we need to have built the knife already, which is up here. Okay.
Right.
And likewise on your one. So you'll need to have built the map. Gavin would have need to have built the fire. We need to have made fire. Okay, and Julie needs the snare. Needs the rope to make the snare.
What do I need for fire?
You need to have made fire. So fire is there. So you need to have made that before you can do that. Okay.
So how is this cooperative then?
We all play together.
Yeah, what
not
I'm
against
saying.
each other.
Right. So we've all got to sort of support each
Yeah,
other.
we get to that. Right. So yeah, you've got your 4 special abilities here, and if over here is wounds that you may take on specific body parts, right?
Right.
When you heal your character through the game, you can't choose to heal these. If you get a head wound, then you have to find something that specifically heals head wounds, I think.
Right.
Okay. So those are your 4 special abilities. Right, they can be used at any time on your turn or whatever. Or I'll tell you when to do it. These are action pawns. This is the first player marker. You've got beast cards, right? When you explore beast, you'll see this icon on these tiles, and then every time that icon is revealed through a tile, you'll put a beast marker on this space. So that means that you can hunt. At the moment, we can't hunt because we haven't found any beasts. Okay, but as these go on here face down, you can take the hunting action, and you flip them over, and you can fight animals.
I would obviously.
But what benefit is that then?
Well, I'll get to that in a minute.
Right.
Right.
Get your hand in there.
Over here,
Small
is
hands,
this is discovery tokens, right? So the game will tell you to draw a discovery token, you'll flip it over, and generally it's a benefit that you'll get.
Yeah.
Okay. These are adventure tokens, so these will go, these may or may not go on these cards here. Right, and we'll get to what the importance of them in a bit. Right, there's all tokens and bits and pieces. These are the exploration tiles.
Right.
When you take the explore action, you'll put these out here. These are the event cards, so you don't do it in the first round, but in the second round onwards, you'll draw one of these and you'll resolve it. Okay, and then, well, we'll get down there in a minute, right? So up here, you've got the morale track up here. So this will move and tell you whether or not to discard determination tokens. You've got the future resources space and the current available resources space.
Right.
Any resources or anything that you get in the action round will go in the future resources.
Right.
Anything you get or gain outside of the action round goes in the available resources.
Okay.
Right, you can't take anything from the future resources because you haven't got them yet.
Right.
Okay, these are the inventions you can buy, you can build.
Right.
Okay, in order to have built them, you have to have discovered the type of terrain that's on it. So, because we're on the beach, we've already we can already build the shovel. If we wanted to build the map, we need to have found the river, right?
River.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
this icon here.
Right.
Right. See, we've already found that icon because it's already on the beach where we were washed up. So here you need to have discovered hills to build the pot.
What about the fire?
The fire. Where's the fire?
Mountains.
Mountains.
Yeah, mountainous region. Yeah.
What one was yours?
Mine's a snare, which is the rope.
Yeah, we don't need to have found a thing for that.
Oh.
Right up the top there, that's your shelter. So you need to have built a shelter. Otherwise, in the night phase, you take wounds if you're sleeping in the open. Right. This is the roof. Roof protects you against storms and the weather. And then you've got the palisades over there, which protects you against beasts and snow and stuff like that. So in order to build a roof or a palisade, you need to have built the shelter first, right?
Right, yeah.
And up the top there's the cost for building each piece, right? So in a 4-player game, you either have to pay 4 wood or 3 fur.
Right.
Okay?
For what?
To build any of these things.
Right.
Yeah, but you need to have built this before you can build this.
Right. So we haven't got anything at the moment.
No, we're sleeping out in the camp.
Right. Okay.
So once we've built the shelter, or we find a shelter, we flip that over, and that means we're protected at night time, right? Okay, down here you've got 2 starting items you can use. So you've got hammer and nails and a Bible. So you can each use them twice during the game, and they've each got a benefit. This one here lets you add an extra pawn when you take the build action, and this one here I can't read what it says, but anyway. Here's mystery cards. The game will tell you to draw these. You'll either have monsters, treasure, or traps on these cards. Okay. All right. Down here's the action spaces you can take, and this is the scenario card. Okay, it's castaway. So we've already said that by the end of the 12th round we need to have built this up and put wooden cubes on there.
Yeah.
You can only do one. You can only do one row at a time. So you can't say put one here and then put 4 here. You need to have finished each row before you can build the next one. Okay. This is a couple of inventions we can build, like the mast and the hatchet. Each give you a benefit. Okay. Here's if on here, and some of these you'll have these icons, right, and it will tell you what they mean when you take these tokens. This tells you the goal of the scenario. You need to have built fire. Okay. In order to we need to have discovered fire or made fire.
That's quite important, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. And the weather. There's no weather conditions for the first 3 rounds, and then we get rain, and then we roll the 3 weather dice here from this round onwards, and this is generally bad, right?
Oh, nice. Just read what that says then.
Sort of remember it when we played it.
Yeah. So then you got after the weather phase, you got the night phase. So we could go through that, we did, didn't we? Yeah. So what you do, we'll go through the actions now, right? So
it's a healing thing.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So we'll go through the actions that you can do now. So the first action you can do is a threat action, which is down here, right? So you could put 1 or 2 pawns on there, right? Generally 1 pawn is risky, 2 pawns is guaranteed success. Okay.
Right.
But with this action, because we just washed up, there's food crates flying around, so we can go and get food. Remember, we said in the night phase we have to feed ourselves. That's 1 piece of food for each person, right? Okay. Or we take 2 wounds, I think it is. So that if you put 1 pawn on there, you'll get 1 piece of perishable food. Every time you see this man, that means 1 pawn. So in order to hunt, you have to have 2 pawns on there.
Yep.
Okay. If you put 2 pawns on there, it's hard to see. If you put 2 pawns on there, you get a piece of perishable food, and this means you get a piece of food that doesn't rot. Any perishable food will rot at the end of the round. Okay. If you've got this icon, that means you'll get non-perishable food, which is this ginger token. Okay. Right. If we don't fulfil this, if we don't do this, nothing happens. This is the consequence of not fulfilling this card. What will happen is next round something else will come out and replace it, and this will move there. Okay. If it falls off the edge of the board in the 3rd round, you have to take the consequence, and this is generally bad. All right. So they're called threats. Yeah. So you don't have to, but you'll generally take something bad will happen if this card falls off the board, alright? Okay?
So can you have any 2 what
Yeah.
would you call these? Not just two black.
Yeah,
You can have
but
black and
yeah,
yellow.
yeah, you can do, yeah.
Right.
But generally, you have to remember that the marker that's on the top is the person that's taking the action, and any wounds that are received during the action round, the person who's taking the action will take the wound.
Right.
Okay. Outside the action round, we all take a wound. Okay. So understand the threat action.
Yeah.
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 So this is the hunting action, right? There needs to be a beast card there, right? So at the moment you're not going to be able to do it. So, but it generally gives you sort of food. Okay. And what you do, you'll as an alligator, right? Say we want to hunt.
Make a handbag.
Okay. So the alligator's got a strength of 6, so we need a weapon level of at least 6 to beat the alligator. And there's general things like that you can do that give you extra weapon levels. So you can build weapons. We'll get to the build. Okay. Once you've decided what you do, you match your weapon level up against the animal, and then if you equal it, you kill it. But if you don't, you take wounds. The person who's taking the action on top will take that many wounds. That's the difference. So if we had a weapon level of 2, we take 4 wounds. So it's risky, yeah? And then you decrease your weapon level by 2. Remember, any unfulfilled demands, if you didn't have any weapon level, you take another 2 wounds, yeah? But you get free food and no furs. Okay? Understand that? Yeah, we'll get to that in a bit. Alright. So, this is the build action here. So you can take one or 2 pawns on there. 2 is a guaranteed success.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 pawn means you have to roll these 3 dice, and what you do, you roll the wound dice first to see if you take a wound. That means you take a wound. That means you don't. All right. Then you roll the success or failure die. That means that you succeed. This means you fail, but you take 2 determination tokens for your efforts. All right. And then finally, you take the adventure die, and that means that you have to resolve one of these cards. Okay. If this one of these tokens is on here, and you roll that, you still have to do it. Okay. If that's nothing on there, you don't have to do it.
Right.
Okay. If one of them's on there and you've got one of them, you just do 1. Okay. And the same applies for these. Okay. So what can you build? You could build a shelter by paying the cost up there, or a 4 wood or 3 fur. You can raise the roof level by 1. Right. For 4 wood or 3 fur, and you can do the palisades for all the weapon level. Okay. All right. The second thing you can build is you can build an invention. You can either build this invention, you can do that, or you can do any of these. Right? And what you've got to do is you've got to make sure there's a black cube on the covering up the terrain. Right. And then you have to make sure that you fulfill the prerequisites. Like this one, you need the shovel and you need to pay a wood to build the moat. Right, and then you get a benefit. Okay? So once you built it, you flip it over. And if you built this, you put it in one of these spaces here. Okay? I think that's all the build actions. I don't think there's anything else.
What are these?
We'll get to that in a minute.
He said, I don't think there's anything else.
No, not to do with the build action.
Oh, right, okay.
Right. Yeah, items, blah blah blah. Right, so this one's the gather action, okay? So this allows you to gather, again, if you could put 1 or 2 pawns on there. If you put 1 on there, you have to roll these dice, and it's the same principle as that. Okay, you roll this one first to see if you take a wound. You see there's less chance of taking a wound if you gather, more chance of success, and then you roll.
Oh, so the colours relate to the die then?
Yeah. And what that means is that you can gather. Let's have a look. So each source can be harvested once per round. Okay. So what you do, you can, where your camp is, you can gather from any adjacent, or on your camp, you can gather from any adjacent revealed exploration tile here. Okay, so at the moment, if we gathered, we could take a wood and a fish. Alright, if we gathered from one of these, that's fine, but if we wanted to gather from one of these that's revealed, we have to have an extra pawn for every space that we cross to get there.
Right.
Okay? Alright, and again, if you put 2 on there, if I gather, right, and I put 2 on there and I wanted to gather from here, I'd have to have 3 because I need another pawn.
Oh right, okay. So when you say once per round, is that one for everyone or just one person?
No, the person that takes in the action phase, it's the person that takes the action that will gather, but it will go in the future resources for everybody to use.
Okay, I see.
Okay, there is an exception if you end up spending the night outside of camp, then there's an exception to that rule because you'll put your any items that you gather out when you're outside of camp on your player sheet, and they'll go there at the end of the round.
Right.
Okay, so that's the gather action. All right. This is going quite quickly. The explore action. Okay, it's the same thing, 1 or 2. Okay, so if you put 1, you'll roll the green dice, and it's the same principle as these 2. But what you'll do is you'll put them on the place where you want to explore. Right, so if there, it's a guaranteed action, so I'll just reveal the tile. If I did that, I'd have to roll the dice and roll the dice. If I succeed, I can put that out there. Okay? Right. So only unexplored spaces adjacent to at least one already explored tile can be explored. Right, exploration of any space can be only attempted once per round. You are not allowed to send 2 separate teams of explorers to the same island space. Yeah, so you can only explore next to the shortcut. Gives you a special bonus with that if you have a look at your shortcut once you build it.
Put, what is that? A sort of round thing on any tile adjacent to your camp during the production
It's the shortcut. That's the
phase.
shortcut thing.
Right, you get 1 chosen resource available on that tile.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, if you yes, that's all right. So if you spend the night outside of camp, we'll go to that. We'll explain that if the game instructs you to do that. Okay. So this one here's arrange camp, right? So you can put 1 marker on there, and you can either take 2 determination tokens, or you can increase morale by 1. Okay. Here's rest, and that means you can put 1 on there, and you just heal a wound. Okay. And you got you do the night the weather phase, and then the night phase. All right. So with the weather phase, so yeah, so once we've all taken our actions, right, then all the future resources become available. Right, all the stuff we've collected, discovery tokens, anything we've collected, goes into the available resources, right? And then all the inventions go in there. Right, so everything that was in the past becomes present, if you know what I mean. Right, so then we do the weather phase, right? So what we do, we look at here and we see if there's any icons on here, right? And in rounds 4, 5 and 6 there'll be some rain to deal with, and then we see if there's any tokens in the weather phase over here. Okay, so if anything appears on here or is on here, then you have to take care of that. Okay, so what you do, so what you do, you count the number of snow icons on the dice and tokens, right? And for each snow cloud, 1 wood must be discarded. So if you're looking for snow, you have to discard wood. Okay.
Right.
All right. And then, if it's not possible, you've got to take a wound because of the unfulfilled demand, right? So then you count all the rain and snow on dice and tokens and compare the total with the current roof level. So the roof level indicates how many clouds the characters are protected from. So you're looking for clouds, right? So you have to make sure that your roof level is the same or less or more than how many clouds there are.
Oh, right.
Right? Or and then you have to discard a food and a wood. Okay. You might come across hungry animals that you have to deal with on the dice. Okay. And then if there's a storm token in the weather phase, then the palisades you have to worry about. Okay. So you got storm icons. You got, what was it? clouds and then snow. You roll around out, okay?
Right.
And then you go into the night phase, which is the final phase of the game. Then every character must discard one food or non-perishable food for each character. If you can't do it, the character suffers 2 wounds. Alright? You can't choose to starve either. And then if you want, you could move the camp, but you have to reduce your buildings levels by half. Okay? Alright? And then any perishable food rots and gets discarded, and then any abilities that you've used, because what you'll do, you'll put a marker on them to show you've used them. You only use them once per round. You take that off, and it'll all reset. Okay. Blah blah blah. And you move the round marker, and that's that really, basically. In a nutshell. So what we're trying to do, we're trying to survive, get food, gather wood and create fire
Yeah.
by the
So you can be
end of
rescued.
by the end of the 12th round.
What does that one there mean? It's got that little arrow.
Morale. Increase the morale level
I
by
see.
1.
Where's the morale
Up
level?
the top there.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay, so that's basically it really. There's other little rules that will crop up that you don't really need to know them really. So, I mean, it says the youngest player goes first, so can do if you want. Want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Yeah, just got to place these down, yeah?
Well, yeah, but if you put 2 on an action space, it guarantees success. If you put 1 down, then it's dodgy. It's dangerous. You might have to roll the dice.
Let's get another hex then, shall we?
You want to explore?
Yeah,
Okay.
explore.
For me,
Yeah. You don't have to put both on the same action.
yeah.
Might as well, won't we get there?
Yeah, because that means that we can gather from the adjacent ones, can't we, if we want to? So to build fire,
Yeah, we need the fire, don't we?
yes, we need to
Mountains.
discover mountains, don't we? Build the fire.
And what is the shortcut one? Got to find a river.
The map. To build the shortcut, you need to build the map first. And what the map does,
Where do I build the map?
the map,
Yeah.
so you need rivers.
Yeah, so I
What
just
the
said
map
river.
does, it gives us an extra exploration pawn,
Right.
right,
So
to use.
if I put mine down, does that mean that we might find a river on a new hex?
Good too, yeah.
Is that how you get the river?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Do you want to,
explore, but
where do you want to
Where do you
explore?
think the river
Guarantee.
would be?
I don't know. Well, it's
Yeah.
going to come out there.
Yeah, alright.
Go there.
And is it mountains for the fire?
Yeah. We got the food crates down there, so we
how
all
do you
need
get
food,
wood
don't
then?
Wood?
And that.
we? You can gather it from here.
But we've got to do that, so we need a tent, don't we?
Need a shelter, really,
We
yeah.
need food as well, though.
Yeah. And we need to. You can only put wood on here at the beginning of the action phase before you take actions.
Right.
I think that's what it says.
So how do you get wood?
It can only be placed before the action
Oh, right.
phase. And you've got to go left to right. So,
So what action do you need to take to get wood then?
well, you can gather wood.
What point?
She'll go there for you anyway.
Oh yeah, right.
We should have a tent.
Yeah, so you can.
2 wood or 1 silk.
Yeah,
1.
so I think you can with the gather action. 2 action pawns guaranteed to sit with them there. Each source can only be harvested once per round, so therefore no one ever does. Right, okay, so I mean, what I'll do, I could go and try and do the food crates, get some food, and I could gather there, but risk it.
Is that how you get it? There.
What?
Wood.
Take the gather action, and then I'll get a wood and a
Oh.
food. But it all goes in the. Oh, we didn't do the morale phase, did we?
This is just the first round, isn't it?
Yeah, it's production, right? So we did the morale phase, which is nothing, and then we do the production phase. So we get. Forgot about that. Did we get both of them? production phase, you get one resource from each source on the island. Right, so we get the wood, and this goes in the available resources, right? And we get a perishable grub. So if I do that, and I'll do that, I can gather a wood and a food, and I can get a food from here.
Okay, so why don't I put one there?
See, yeah.
To get wood or food.
Can I put one there for some more?
Could do, but you can either take, we can guarantee a success, or you can take the action twice, in which case we roll the dice twice.
If you guarantee it, then
Can we
you
guarantee
get
it?
permanent food, don't you? It won't
Not permanent.
rot.
What?
You said
Here you
Oh,
would.
there, right.
So
okay.
we'll get one perishable and one non-perishable food. Alright? So right, so we've done that. So what we do is we go in number order. Okay? So we start with number 4. So we've done that. Okay, so we get one perishable and one non-perishable food. So that goes in the future resources, yeah? Okay. And then no one's hunting, nobody's building, but we've guaranteed to gather. So we get a food and a wood. Up there. Alright. Then we go over to explore. So you're going to explore. Mountains. So the first thing we do here is we take a black cube, if we can get one, and we put it over any of the mountain spaces.
We need fire, don't we?
From my fireplace, yes.
Awkward.
Matt's got big fingers.
Banana fingers.
Werewolf fingers.
Only 4 days to go.
It's a final countdown.
With banana fingers.
Would you get 2 on there?
Any more?
What's the noise
Mountains.
for?
No more
Oh,
mountains?
is it what? You got to cover all the mountains up?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just 2 by the look of it.
Okay.
oh there's one. Oh.
There's hills. Oh,
Right, so we've got a natural shelter there, so if we move our camp onto that shelter,
go to this one.
Is that a cave or
so
something?
we've got a beast as well, and we've got a determination token. So
Got to do your mum's one yet?
yeah, hang on. So this is oil, and you can use it for the wood pile. In the action goes. That goes in the future resources. Right.
Marshes.
That one. So we've got grassland, plains or whatever. We've got grassland down there.
Oh, there. Okay.
Right.
Oh, we've got rope, which is my snare.
Yeah.
Does that mean we can use the ours now?
You've got to build it though. Right, any more? Right, so we've got another beast card. And then there's 3 exploration
What do you use
tokens.
this for?
Well, that's oil, so you can discard that to put 2 wood on the bonfire.
Oh, right.
Right. That one gives you an extra pawn to use in the build action. That one lets you draw a treasure card. And that one, if you've got a pot, you can increase your morale by 1.
Ooh.
Pot.
That's me.
Oh,
Oh, no, well.
It's up here, yeah, so the pot is there. Alright,
Bless you.
Oh, excuse me.
right, so that's that all our actions, is it?
Marshes.
Nothing else, is there?
Marshes. So I just then boot up your backside in a minute.
Oh, he's not
So after that you ran in here.
He's not the one cleared.
Yeah, that's right, Marshes. Bye.
Did you do what I thought you did then?
Kick them up the arse, yeah.
Right, so we've done that, we've done that, so we're on the weather phase now, so there's nothing in there, there's nothing up there, so we don't bother with that. Okay, so now we do the night phase, right?
We haven't got enough food to feed us all.
Yeah, it'll in the end, you know. What's all that? Move all resources to the available resources space. If you move everything that's in the future resources down to the available resources, yeah.
What, move it all down
Yeah,
now?
yeah. So that's what's available now.
Right.
Okay. Right, so then we would have done the weather phase. Right, so we don't have to worry about, there's no winter cloud or rain or storms or anything like that. Okay, so now we do the night phase, so we have to discard 1 food per player.
That?
Yep, that all goes away.
And that?
Yep,
What?
so we've fulfilled that demand.
Oh.
Right,
Oh, I see. Right. We've got to make sure there's enough in there.
so we got to,
What's the brown ones?
wood.
Wood.
Okay, so anything that was any food that was any perishable food that was in there would rot now.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we can move our camp if we wish. So it might be wise to move to this because
Yeah.
it's got a thing there. Yeah. All right. So our camp, we've now built. Well, we haven't built it. We've got a shelter now. So.
We always build another shelter somewhere in case we have to move.
Yeah. So if the camp has no shelter, each player will gain a wood, but we're fine because we've done that. Okay. Right, so we're all right. So we advance the rail marker. Pass the first player token to the left. So we will go first.
Oh no, no.
To the left.
Margaret.
To the left.
Yeah, because I went first.
Oh, yeah,
First.
sorry, yeah.
Oh,
Would be you,
right.
yeah.
Oh, right.
So I was
Ah.
the youngest player.
I'm
It's
the
good to
youngest
be young.
person here.
Quite young.
31.
Right, so the first thing we do, hang on, we've got to do the event phase first, haven't we? So, we draw the top item from the event deck. Yeah, you draw the top item from the event deck.
This one.
Yep, and show it to everybody.
Dun, 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 dun. It says foul weather, secure the sources.
Right.
You don't want to go outside the camp today.
Right, so we've got a book icon here, see? Right, so that tells us that we've got to consult the scenario card, and it says that nothing happens when we've got the book icon. Okay. Then it says put a -1 thing on the gathering resources action field. So what that's saying to us is that we don't want to go outside. Right. So we now need, if we want to gather, we have to put an extra man on there.
There's 3 on there now.
You could do 2, but you
Take the risk.
yeah.
Yeah,
you-
it's the
yeah.
risk, but 3 was.
Okay, so this moves down here, and if the threat is we have to discard this card and we get a determination token. We have to have the shovel and we have to have a man on there. So we have to have built the shovel.
Where's the
Oh,
shovel?
shovel's
Oh,
there,
there.
yeah. And
That
we have to
That is built though, isn't it?
no, we need to take the build action to build it. Right? If
That
we-
was the build action, wasn't it?
Yeah, if we don't do it, because we've got a card that gives us an extra, we've got a token that gives us an extra build pawn. If we don't, we choose 2 sources on the tiles adjacent to your camp, and we cover them up with black tokens, and they're exhausted.
Right.
Okay, so if we don't deal with that, some of these,
Yep.
so either that or that will become exhausted. Okay.
Yep.
Right, so then we go to the morale phase, right? Some of these they'll tell us to shuffle it back into the event deck, and something will come back. It will come back later. Yeah. So we don't worry about the morale because it's not gone up nor down. So the production phase, we gain one of each resource shown on the island tile where the camp is located into the available resources. So we get one wood, but no food
What's it got here?
in
Why
the,
don't we
in the
get-
available resources
Why don't we get the food?
because there's no food on there.
It's probably best.
Oh, it's our camp, right.
Yeah.
Probably best to burn that though, isn't it? To
Well,
build up our.
I say before the action phase we could use that wood,
Yeah.
but it's getting to the point where soon there's going to be some weather to deal with, so we might want to get a roof or something done.
And we've got to get the weapons up as well.
Yeah, because there might be some beasties turning up. So, I'm just thinking about, we ain't got no determination tokens, have we?
Is
I
that those
thought we
little
had
brown
one.
things that are on these pictures?
I
Yeah.
thought we had a determination one somewhere.
No.
Sure.
Yeah. What was that?
I've discarded 2 of those tokens to spend wood less during
No, I thought you picked one
action
up.
of any type.
No.
What do they look like?
Determination tokens, they look like this, so these ones.
Oh,
Where
okay.
did
we
you get those then?
Well, the game will tell you to pick,
Alright.
pick them up. I'm just thinking what that exploration token is, a discovery token. The treasure chest on it. Draw one treasure card from the mystery deck. So you could do that whenever you wanted, really.
What, one of these?
Well, yeah, but I mean, it could be a monster, it could be a treasure. Oh, hang on. If they're saying take a treasure card, so you would keep drawing them until you draw a treasure card. So should we do that now?
Yeah, go on. Let's do that.
Yeah. That's an old map. You find a map leading to a chest filled with pirates' gold. Each player gets a determination token.
Hooray! We're off.
So only you can use these. They're like sort of basically a currency sort of thing. Right. That gets discarded away.
So we just go through that. It says here, discard to what?
To
What's that?
re-roll any green actions.
Oh right, so that's a re-roll, is
Yeah,
it? Oh, it's a
Is
little
that when
arrow.
you got that?
Oh, okay.
What?
I
Does this
can see
imply-
that very well.
Any time?
Yeah, you can do that, but you can only do it once per round. So you'll put a black mark on it once you've done it. What else we got here? So you've got some oil. So we could
2, innit?
2 wood for we could discard that
Yeah.
before the thing.
Mm.
So should we get rid of that and put 2 wood on there?
Yep.
What colours
Fur's white.
we need less fur for? How do you get fur for the?
Killing beasts. Yeah.
Oh right.
And various other bits and bobs. So we'll put that on there.
Yep.
Should we put some wood on there? Or
Put one on there.
We need 3 to build a
roof?
roof in
4.
case we get a storm.
4 because it's 4 players.
So we better gather another wood then, I suppose.
We could do.
But aren't we in natural shelter here anyway?
Yeah.
So we don't need that yet.
That saves us from rain and snow. There's no weather for the next couple of rounds. So
Yeah, we can let that go for a little bit, can't we? We don't need that yet. So should we do one?
Just let it build up.
yeah, do 1.
one.
You reckon 1? So that, you do a row at a time, so that'll go there. Alright. Alright, so we can get an extra build pawn there. Can't we, if we discard that, so that makes building easier. Okay, so yeah, you go first and decide what you want to do.
I'll build to get that shovel.
Alright, so you could discard that and that will give you another action. You could use that if you want.
Okay.
Do that.
Right.
What do you want to do with that one?
Well, we can back you up, remember, with one. Do we need the pelts now?
You want to go on a hunt?
Well, we're going to need them at some
You
point.
need no weapons.
Ah,
How
well,
do you get weapons?
Build.
Build.
That costs wood.
everything costs wood.
Yeah. I mean, if
Well, how many wood?
we build the knife, if I build the knife and discard a wood, I'll get a spear and that gives me +3
Oh, okay.
weapon level.
Yeah, alright. So you do that.
Yeah.
So what do you need for this?
hammer and nails. You don't. It's just you can use it twice. So it gives you two extra build pawns.
Oh right.
When you use it, you'll discard the cube on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what was I thinking about?
Just going to build your.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the invention castle and knife.
But you need meat as well, though.
What?
Got food on your.
Food.
You've got a knife and a food, haven't you?
Wood. Just looking to see where the knife is. Increases weapon level by 1. This requires spear increases the weapon level. Okay.
Shall I put on another tile? Get another one.
So you're going to risk it for a biscuit,
Yeah.
are you? That one? Or
Yeah.
this one?
Well, it doesn't matter, does it? Does it
No, not
matter?
really.
Right, does anyone want to go on a hunt with me? Oh, you could.
Yeah, I'm going to build something.
So you're going to risk that then, or does that mean you're covered?
You're
I
going
used
to build the knife, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to use the hammer and nail to do that. If you do that. And now that's a knife. Could do food crates again, we need food.
Oh yeah.
Need food.
Need 4 now.
Hunting comes before building, so I can't build the knife before.
I can back him up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, gather's no good, is it? There's no food on there. Yeah, because you can gather from here, can't you? So there's one either or. So you could get wood and food there. That might be better. But it's risky, isn't it? Taking the gather action. Oh, you need an extra pawn there.
Well, I could put 2 on there if Julie puts 1 on there.
So is the hunting for food, is that?
Yeah, it's food and furs. And
So if we put 3 on there, that's 2 food we'd collect. You're collecting what?
you can gather from
Yeah.
one of the adjacent. One food.
Only 1.
One food and a wood.
Oh right.
This is 2 food. If somebody puts another one on there,
And we could risk the gathering.
so you need 2 on there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but it's.
Yeah,
No,
risk
you need
it
3, don't you?
to guarantee a success.
What's the -1 then? What's that?
Well, that means that you
need
need to
extra.
put whatever you put on there is one less.
Oh, right. Do you want me to back you up on that one then?
You still have to roll the dice though. 'Cause you need 3 for it to guarantee a success on this.
What's that for?
What?
Gather
Gathering.
some-
Gathering.
Julie.
We need the shovel as well, don't we, for this?
That's what I put on. That's
Yeah.
why I put
Oh,
that
right,
there.
okay, yeah. Right.
How do you? Oh,
I mean, I
you're
don't.
doing the shovel, are you?
No, I'm going to
Margaret's doing the shovel.
Discard 2. You need.
What do we need to do on that other card?
What this? You need to have the shovel and
Oh.
put 1 man on there,
Oh, Mark's
and then
doing
you
that.
discard it and get a determination token.
You're doing that, aren't you? Well, so might as well back up Gavin then.
Could
isn't
do.
it?
What was 3? Or do you want
You
to?
said you need 2 to.
Yeah, but that's only 1 because that takes 1 away.
Yeah, do it 3 then.
3.
Yeah, that's what.
So who's taking the action here? You.
I don't mind. You can take it.
Whoever's on the top takes the wound if there is any wound.
You can do it, Julie, because you're backing me up.
Oh no, because you
Oh.
won't get a wound because it's a guaranteed success.
Yeah.
That's right then. Right, so that's that. So we've all done our actions. So the first one we do is we do the threat action, okay? So we get a perishable food and a non-perishable food. That goes in the future resources. Okay.
Still need 4 though.
Huh?
Need 4 food there, don't we?
Yep. Right, so there's no beasties, so which ones should we do first? You would just want the shovel, don't you? Right, so we've built the shovel. That's now ours. Right. And we've built the knife. So now that gives us +1 on our weapons levels. If you move it up to 1 there.
What benefit is the shovel then?
Well, you need it for various things, don't you? For
And
the
also
moat.
and we look for that.
Oh, I see. Right,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Right, so we do this one, so it's gather. We've guaranteed success. We get a wood and a food, okay?
So we're still 1 food short then, aren't we?
Yeah. Someone's going to be taking a wound.
Ooh.
Okay. So this stays on here until this disappears. This goes off. Okay. So blah blah
Do
blah
we
blah.
does that
blah.
go now?
No, it goes. It stays on there until
Oh
that
right,
goes
sorry,
away.
yeah, you just said that.
Yeah. So there's nothing else there. So we've done the actions. Okay.
What about that?
What? Oh.
Not bowl of the
Yeah, sorry, that it really should go there.
Oh,
There's
right.
no one there. So draw one. Oh, you got to roll the dice, haven't you? So roll
Which
those green dice.
All 3?
Yeah, right. Roll one at a time. Do
Oh.
the wound one first. The wound one.
And why?
The one with the wound on it.
Oh, I see.
And
Right,
you resolve them
sorry.
in order. So do the wound.
It's a bit heavily.
50.
Oh,
Right, so fine. Right, so then you do the success one. Yeah, see
Which
whether you
is
did
that
that. Yeah. Right, you succeeded.
Yeah.
And then you do the. We'll see whether you go on an adventure or not. And you do. So we look at this and we resolve this. So it says there's something in the air.
Something in the air.
The island is full of danger. Something bad is going to happen.
Oh dear.
Put the adventure token on the exploration action field and shuffle into the event deck. Okay? So this may come back at some
To bite
point.
us.
So we have to shuffle this in. So it's saying something bad's going to happen, but we don't know. We don't know when. Okay? We don't know what.
Is that it?
What
Is
about
that what it was?
And this one.
You succeeded,
I've
didn't you?
succeeded,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
What is it?
That's mountains again.
Really, really great mountains.
We've got mountains. What's the
So the
benefit?
totem is no effect, so don't worry about that. But we get a discovery token, and it's we can increase our weapon level by 1. We get a fur and a perishable food. Right? That goes in the future resources.
Is that it?
That's it. So that might be good.
That was worth doing then, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so we're not arranging a camp, we're not resting. So once all that, remove one time used pawns, return all acquired pawns, blah blah blah. We gain any benefits from any inventions. Right, so we should have done that now, but it doesn't matter because we haven't used it anyway. Then move all resources to the available resources space. So this all comes down here. We should really use that, shouldn't we?
We need a food, don't
Yeah,
we?
that's what I mean. So if we discard that, move that up to number 2, we get a perishable food and we get a fur.
A fur.
Where's that go there?
Yep. So we get the. So next time we do the explore action,
Yeah.
right? Next time you have to draw one of these cards, you will do it no matter what.
Yeah.
If you have to roll the dice, you'll take.
Have I got a Guinness left?
Yeah. You want it?
Yeah, I might as well.
Do you want it in a glass?
Yeah, do you want to take that as well, Matthew?
Do you want a glass?
Yeah, go on to pour it, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were
What?
I thought he was talking to me.
Nothing. Okay.
Glass is gone. Oh, small as the last one. It would be really hard to see.
You're working tomorrow?
No, got 2 weeks off.
Oh, you're not drinking though?
I might have a glass of wine later. Right, so weather phase. So we roll the number of weather dice for the current round shown on the scenario card. There isn't any. There's nothing in the weather box, right? So we don't have to worry about that. Okay, so we go to the night phase, so we have to discard one piece of food per player. Lo and behold, we've got enough food.
Do you ever drink, Margaret? Do you ever drink?
Not really,
alcohol?
no. It's not that I'm against alcohol, I just never liked it.
Right.
You got red wine? White wine?
I've got red and white wine, but I use it for cooking.
Oh right, okay.
It's just I've never had a taste for...
Right, so it says heal actions may only be used in this phase, but can be used at any point in this phase. I don't know what that means. So any food, we've got no food that's going to rot. We can move our camp if we so desire. I don't think we should.
I think,
It's
no,
up to you.
not really.
Right.
Well, it's sheltered, isn't it?
Yeah. So then we advance the round marker to number 3, and we pass the thing to the thing.
To the
Right,
thing.
so yeah, so
It's the thing.
Yeah.
Very descriptive.
So
Thing.
yeah. So now we do the event phase, Gab. So could you draw an event card?
Dun, 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 dun. Flood. Water enters the camp and washes things away. It's got a green question mark.
Right. So that. Right.
That's a cave.
So that would tell you to stick a thing on the exploration thing, I think. So turn one item to the invention side, or lose a weapon level, or lose a palisades level, or each player gets a wound.
Well, you can put that up to 3 anyway, can't you? So we might as well lose one of them.
So take a wound.
When does the animal
What?
come out?
Hmm?
When does the animal
That's what I mean. We get some grub by
But
hunting.
when are you going to get that?
Well, I might build it next round.
Yeah,
I
so
need a wood.
that goes up to 3, doesn't it? So if
Yeah.
we just lose 1, it doesn't make any difference because it goes up to 3.
Just thinking, does it let us add 3?
It's up to 3. Oh, plus 3, right.
Increase the weapon level by 3.
So it'd be up to
That takes us
5.
to 5, so we could take out.
That's all right, no?
Yeah, okay, we won't do
Should we
that.
take a wound? What do you think?
We've
Let's
got
have a
loads
vote.
of wounds. Might as well, haven't we? Only at the beginning.
Yeah, at the beginning, okay, I'm up for that.
Only
What
one.
is it, a wound each, is it?
Yeah,
Might as well, we've got loads of
yeah.
hearts left, haven't we?
What's the other options?
The food crate's going to disappear now. You can turn one item to the invention side. We don't want to do that. We can reduce our weapon level by 1, our palisades level by 1, or each player can take a wound.
What's a palace?
It's
Palisade.
a wound,
Palisade.
isn't it?
It's a fencing
fence
thing.
around it. Okay, and the food crate's now, sadly, they're lost at sea. So we got So I mean,
What are we doing? Are we doing a wound or are we doing the weapons?
wound.
Wound.
So did you move that?
No, we had
No,
2
2.
anyway.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, right, okay.
You took a wound.
Yeah.
Right. So next time, if we don't deal with this, who's got the shovel?
Me. I did
so
the shovel.
Yeah, so we put the shovel. Anybody
We've
can
got
do
the
it.
shovel.
Yeah. So you just need one person on there to secure the
It's your
sources.
turn first, Matthew.
Yeah. So if we don't do, we need to build a drain. So we need the shovel and a man on there. You get a determination token, and you get minus. But if we don't deal with it, we get -1 on the palisade.
Does everybody get a determination token?
No, whoever takes that
Oh,
action.
okay. Right.
Because determination tokens are personal, right?
Right.
But if there's an unfulfilled demand outside of the action phase, everyone takes it. If it's in the action phase, the person that's taking the action takes the wound. Alright? Right, so that was the event phase, yeah? Now we do the morale phase, so the morale hasn't moved again, so we're fine, we don't have to worry about that. Then we do the production phase, so we get one of each resources on the island tile where the camp is. So it's just the wood.
I need to get the fire, don't I really?
Yeah.
Yeah, what we need.
Which
That
is
goes-
We've got the mountains, so
Yeah, so the pot, if we could build the pot, I mean, that we could trade that in and get us a morale up, and that means we get a determination token. Everyone gets one.
Shall I build the
Well,
fire?
the first player gains or loses a
we're
determination
going to need
token.
it, aren't we, for the...
Shall I do the fire?
Yeah.
Now? Well, on my turn.
Yeah, that'll give us +1 on the palisades,
Oh,
which is
that'll
quite
be
good.
alright.
I'll do that then.
Yeah.
So you have to work out what you want to
Food.
do. Well, Margaret, someone needs to do that.
Matt goes first, doesn't he?
I'll see what's left over at the end then.
Yeah.
and work it
Well,
out.
can I build the spear and then we can go hunting?
Can we both go on the tools?
Yeah, we could do. I mean, I could risk it and then someone could come hunting with me. But then the problem with that is that we go hunting before we could build the spear.
We need food as well.
We need food. We need food.
That's exploring. There's one there.
Hmm.
What's the parrot? What's Polly the parrot?
Tapping again.
What's Polly the parrot?
That's food.
So we can put one there, one there. Oh, there's one there as well.
You gather and then you can get resources from any adjacent space. So if you had a place with 2 food, it'd be better, wouldn't it? Gathering at the moment, it's still got this minus
how'd you get rid
1.
of that?
We have to wait for this to go away. I don't think it disappears. I wonder if they disappear. That's one point. Don't know. I'm not sure if you get rid of that straight away. When this token is located on the island task space where you are planning to take an action, it means it. You have to assign one. When do you discard it though? I'm assuming that's.
Goes with the card.
Yeah.
I would say go with the card. That makes sense. What does it say on the bottom of the card?
Nice to have a farm.
Does it not say there?
Just letting them grow even at the odd shape.
Yeah, I'd imagine this means that it stays there.
I'll leave it as
until
long as possible.
the card
Do not
goes.
make it oil every
Sure.
now and
It can't
again.
stay there forever, can it?
No.
It'd be really mean.
Let me just check.
Yeah, I mean by now they would have, you know, but
Sorry.
yeah. So I'll give them a good manicure later this week. Let's read this again, I can't quite.
It was the Bible. Just for you, Mark.
During
I don't know. Well, I suppose it
During
stays
something
on there.
gets
I don't know if you
3
discard
and
that straight away,
plus
or if it stays on there
22.
permanently. I would imagine it goes away with the foul weather, doesn't it?
Goes away with the card. Let's do that.
Yeah.
During it's a funny little
Additional
squiggly
effects
thing on it.
tokens.
What's that mean? I don't know what that means, a squiggly thing. During something.
We'll get rid of it when the card disappears.
Okay.
That little mark there, during
During the arranging camp phase.
the what camp?
Arranging the camp, if you would take arranging the camp action,
Right.
yeah, then you can use that.
Right.
Right. So I was gonna build, wasn't I? And there's a hammer and nails over there. Should we use that or not? No.
So you can succeed.
Can you use that before?
Yeah.
What over they mean?
Yeah.
Right.
What, and the other one's going to gather food, is it?
Well, I might risk doing something.
Yeah. Okay, go on then.
We've got the shovel, so I can take care of that. If you want.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Right,
We've got to be clean last
Well,
time.
that's the end of that then. Right, I'll deal with that.
How badly do you need the fireplace now?
Well-
Can we wait?
Well, this game has a tendency to sort of creep up on you and then freak.
Wait up the phone.
Well, we still need food though.
We need food, yeah, so... Right, you building the fire?
Yeah.
Okay. It's 2 rooms if you can't feed yourself.
2 rooms.
Yeah.
I want to get food, and I.
Yeah.
No, do I get food?
You have to gather stuff, but you need.
I'll put 2 on there.
You could put 2 on there, but that means you'd still have to roll the dice.
Oh, so I'll just put 1 on there then.
You can't, because then you can't. That mean nothing.
When does that come off then? That minus.
When we get rid of that
when
card.
this
Oh,
disappears.
must
We
Oh,
think
right.
that's what it is.
Might
Right.
as well do that. Anyway.
Right, so
Just
you're
try
going to have
and
to
get
roll the
some
dice now. I mean,
Unless your mum puts 1
I'll
on.
put 1 on there. Do I take the hit?
that'll be a succeed, so that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's still only 1 food.
Is it?
Yeah.
We're still going to have to take a
Where's the
hit.
food?
It's on the island. Parrot.
Oh, is it only 2 foods? 3 foods? There's another parrot there.
No, but it's parrot.
I'll have
Yeah,
another
what about the other
tile.
parrot?
Yeah.
What about the
here?
other parrot?
Yeah, the more the better, I think.
Oh, it's-
Get more resources,
well, we'll
don't
put
you?
that there.
What about the
Yeah.
other parrot then?
What other parrot?
You shoot
Yeah.
the parrot.
You can only you can only gather on one of the adjacent tiles.
Oh,
So
It's the parrot food.
yeah.
Does that mean we get 2
Oh,
food then?
right.
What? Resources cannot be gathered by an action on the tile contained in the camp. Right. Automatic sees 2.0. So place pawns over the resource icon on the island tile where the gather resources. That source cannot be used again this round, but other resources on that location may still be gathered. Yeah, so you choose which one you want. So you choose a tile and then you choose one of the resources that you want. Okay? Right, so
Painful.
yeah, so we've done this. So we've got the shovel, we've got a dude, and we discard this card.
And get rid of that. Oh, can we get rid of that now?
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yes,
Discarded,
that
that
means
goes.
we can...
so your mum didn't really have to go there.
No, because we
did she?
put it on there now, haven't we? So
No, but we didn't know the rules, so
Well-
you can put it somewhere else. And then, come on.
no,
Yeah.
no, that's no, because
Yeah, because if we're getting rid of that first, then that gets rid of that.
no, but then you can't go back into the action
No.
phase afterwards, can you? So
You do it once that card's gone after this round and
But it goes in number order, so if you do that first, that gets rid of that, and we wouldn't have put that there.
you can't go back. You can't.
Can.
You can't. You can't go. You can't
Yeah,
go
but we
back.
didn't know that was the rule at the time.
We'll say that once we've done that action, that gets discarded. That
yeah,
makes more
do
sense,
it,
doesn't
yeah.
it? So
Do
in
the
that,
action first.
in that sense, because you can't go back and then say, well, the game's changed.
No, but we would have we didn't know that that was going to go first, did we?
No.
So we wouldn't have put someone on there in the first place.
No, I know that, but what I'm saying is you can't go back in time. If the game, if something happens in the game, you can't go back and.
You should have thought about that.
So
before I
that
thought
that's
someone
what I mean.
else
That
would.
rule, that's an ambiguous rule, isn't it? I didn't know. You don't know what happened when that gets discarded. So because of that, that explains it. So once that's been dealt with, once that gets taken off, I would imagine. Doesn't it? It has to be.
How does
Otherwise-
having 3 affect it now?
Where you could take the action twice,
Oh, okay.
but you'd risk it, wouldn't you? Yeah.
For extra
Okay.
food, I suppose.
I see. Well, it's worth it, I think, to get extra food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll get one of them. Right. So that's that. That gets moved along in the next round. So no one's hunting. So who wants to do this?
I was going to do that.
Yeah. So that's a success.
Fire!
Fire!
Right. So we've made the spear. Right. That means that our weapon level goes up by 3.
Ooh, 3. 3.
Who's on 3?
By 3.
Goes up to 5.
Oh,
Okay.
What's the highest level?
6.
6.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So-
nearly there then.
Judy, you've successfully gathered. What do you
Let's
want?
get food.
Okay, so that will go there. So you get a perishable food that goes in the future resources box there. All right. So you're going to do this. So you want to roll the grey dice.
Oh,
Them.
here we are.
So you roll the wound one first, then the success one. There's no wound. Now you see if you ever go on an adventure. No adventure.
adventure.
Right, so that's good. So you're going to gather from. It's got to be an adjacent tile to our camp. So you want food, don't you?
Yeah.
I'll gather there.
Food underwood, is that?
No, just one.
Oh, what's the other thing there?
Well, it's one action per resource. If you did
right.
it twice, then you could. Yeah.
So if I had 2 doodads, it would be both of them.
It's separate.
Right.
You'd have to separate them, but you'd have to roll the dice twice.
Right. Okay.
If there's 4 pawns
Mm.
stacked 2 on top of it, you could do 2. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Right. So explore.
Mhm.
So you've got 1. So you have to roll the dice. So you roll the wound one first. Right. So you take a wound.
Mhm.
Then you roll the
The
success.
second one, because we all took a wound at the beginning, so
Right.
Oh right.
yeah.
It's a success, and then you'll do an adventure regardless of
No,
that.
so don't bother that
no.
one.
Right, that comes off, and it says here, misadventure. Unexpectedly, you have fallen into a burrow. Put.
Margaret,
Right, so you have to put this.
what
on
are you doing down there?
So
We just come from.
you've hurt your leg. You
Oh,
have to
for
put that on your
goodness
leg.
sake.
Shuffle this into the event deck. Right. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Right, but you have succeeded.
Mhm.
So where are you going to explore?
Anywhere, doesn't matter. Yeah.
Ta-da!
Mhm.
Ta-da! Oh yes, it's
Hills.
Hills. So that's bricks.
Pot.
It goes on there. No,
No,
that's
it's
it.
when you
no, that's
fulfilled
when
it,
you
and that's
built
yeah.
it. So we can now build bricks.
It's not a river then. Is it a waterfall?
And we can now build the pot if we want. Fancy some pot?
Mm. What's the things on it?
Right, so you've got wooden fish, which is quite handy really. I mean, that might be, well, I'll say it might be
I
worth,
think it's best to move our tent, isn't it?
well, yeah, but then, yeah,
Then we got to think about building a shower.
yeah. And that's 4 wood.
Yeah, we might need shelter because that bad weather might come
Yeah.
on.
Do we need 4 wood and 3 pelts?
No, either
Either
or.
We
or.
could- We could do. We could need to do that as well. don't we?
We've got a few rounds to do that though.
Right.
But that gives us wood and food, doesn't it? And we get the discovery token. So if we had the pot, we could heal 2 wounds, which is,
You could board the pot, couldn't you?
yeah, that might give us our morale better. Well, I've got 2 determination tokens now, so I could take one of these 2 actions. It says a tiger passed through. Discard 2 to look at the top card from the hunting deck and put it back on top of the pile. Or discard 2 determination tokens to increase the palisades or weapon level by 1.
It's pretty high anyway.
Yeah,
But the Palisades got nothing on it.
no, that's true. That's for storms and stuff. Isn't it?
Might have a storm.
Right. So we've completed the action phase, right? Once all action, return all players' pawns, so you get your
Right.
pawn back.
That goes up. We're on the 4th round now.
That will be the 4th.
Yeah, so you get your pawns back. All the stuff comes down here. It goes down there. So we're 2 food out, aren't we? So if we-
Two wounds.
if we build the pot next round, then if somebody takes a wound,
I'll take a wound. I don't mind.
2 wounds.
I'll take 2 wounds.
No, not yet. So the weather, there's nothing there. There's nothing over there. Next round there'll be weather, won't there? So we have to worry about weather next round. So we have to discard 1 food per player. So
Well, Margaret
That's
shouldn't
2.
take any wounds.
no,
I'll take
I'll
a
take.
wound.
I'll take.
it's
I'll
2
take 2.
wounds.
I'll take a wound.
2 wounds.
Oh, 2 wounds.
Yeah.
Wounds.
You've got 3 wounds at the beginning.
Okay.
Then. I've got 4.
Any food that is stored rots. And we can move the camp now if we want to, but we have to
Yeah.
reduce are. Let's just have a look about moving the camp. The camp may only be moved at the end of the night phase into an adjacent tile. Any resource effects tokens move along with it, and any shortcut is lost. So if the camp had built a shelter, it reduced both the roof and palisade level by half. Do we move it then?
Yeah.
You want to move it to there?
There's those two.
So there's no shelter now, so we have to sort of build a shelter.
Well, we've got enough there. We could just build
Enough
that.
wood, but we want to build this up as well.
Yeah.
I think we should get one of those.
We need to build a shelter before we can build a roof.
Oh, build a shelter then.
But I'll go hunting next round to get some food up. Seems the weapon level's quite good.
We've got
Well, anyone
that
can go
to
hunting. But anyway, so advance around, Mike. Is there going to be some weather effects?
This one next?
Yeah.
Okay, pass Gav these
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. So you are the first to play.
Here we go. It's good news. It's awful weather. You wake up wet and cold. It will be a long and difficult day. Put the weather in the weather space. There's a little
What colour is it?
rainy. It's orange.
Oh, okay. Right, so we've got two lots of weather to deal with. What else does it say?
Okay, is there, doesn't it?
So we've got, I think we have to put a,
Ooh.
I think we've got to put a thing on there. Right, so we've got to put that on there. It says an adventure thing. And it says windscreen, so we need wood and one man. Discard this and get determination token. If not, we have to put a snow in the weather space, and that would be disastrous. That would be a disaster. Okay, so we don't have to worry about morale because we're all right at the moment. Okay, then we do the production phase. So we gain one of each resource shown on the island tile. So we go wood.
Wood and food.
Wooden food. Because it's outside the action round, it goes there. Yeah. Right, and now we do the action phase. So Gav, you get to go first.
Okay, so
Food. So I'll just tell you about the weather phase, right? So because what we got, obviously we got that and we got that. And it says roll the number of weather dice shown for the current round on the scenario card. So there's none. These are dice here. Don't have to worry about that yet, I don't think. Oh yeah, we do. So it'll be this one.
well, they're all rain.
Yeah, so-
well, there's bad rain and
So it says add in the effects of any weather tokens on the space. So we'll have to add a cloud. So it says for each winter cloud that you roll.
What colour's that then? The winter
So
cloud.
you don't roll the winter cloud until there, but you would do it there, right? You lose a wood, and then for each winter cloud you lose a wood. Then add all clouds, winter and rain together, and subtract the roof level from this number. For each remaining number, discard one food and one wood. So at the moment, is there any blanks? Blanks
No,
in there?
there's
No
no.
blanks.
there is a snow one.
Oh right, okay.
That's the winter one.
Yeah, so that's two clouds. So
Two
if we
clouds
roll
of one
that,
cloud.
there'll be three, and our roof level's not nowhere near, so we'd all have to lose 3 wounds.
We do need to get a roof, don't we?
Pretty much.
What about the snow?
Snow means you have to discard a wood for each snow one, and this is the snow coming. Alright. Okay, and then you've got in this round you'll have to roll the beastie die and the snow one as well.
Okay, there is more. There's more one's cloud than 2 clouds.
We need food. We need wood for the
Well,
bonfire.
I don't mind doing hunting.
Yeah, so all depends what's there. I mean,
Well, we have to take a gamble. We
So-
need food, so
Probably a mess.
what I can do is I can discard these 2 determination tokens and look at the top card and then get rid of it.
It'll go yet though.
It doesn't matter. I can do it.
it seems a waste.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're just going to risk it.
just take a gamble.
Okay.
2 success. What if I just put? Oh, you need 2.
You've got to
Otherwise, you
put
can't.
2 on,
Okay,
yeah.
I'll go for it. Really?
I don't build. We need to build a tent. Don't we?
Just 1.
Yeah.
Risky business.
Who do I put 2 on then?
It's up to you. I mean, we need food really, so what I'll do, I'll do 2 risky gatherings.
Oh, we definitely need a tent, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
So we'll put 2 on there then, definitely.
I'm gonna build that. We've got enough wood, haven't we?
3 wood,
4.
5 wood. In fact,
4
yeah.
wood, isn't it?
Yeah, it costs
That
4
shouldn't
wood.
be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've got it.
Anything outside the action
So
round,
4 wood.
because that was in the production phase, wasn't it?
That's a 4 wood.
Have we got enough for a roof?
Yeah. Not a roof. We need to build a shelter because we haven't got a shelter.
Yeah.
Right, so I can't go for the roof yet.
Oh, hang on.
I can build a.
Did we spend that last night outside of the? Did we spend that last night outside of the thing? Yeah, we did, didn't we? Where does it say that?
drink.
Remember I said.
Yeah, she did.
Remember I said about spending a night outside of a shelter.
Yeah. But hadn't... Does that come after that then?
What?
That comes after
This
that.
is the last night phase, wasn't it? Remember? We were outside the shelter, weren't we? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right. The night phase. If you have not built a shelter in the camp, is not each character suffers 1 wound, so we all have to take a wound because we were sleeping in the open.
What about if it goes past the?
Yeah, we lose a morale. Right, so we would have.
Julie's okay.
I'm alright.
Yeah, so in that last morale phase, the leading character would have had to have discarded 1 determination token, so you have to get rid of that. Yeah. Unfortunately, right. So where were we? Right, so
It's Julie's turn.
Oh,
Oh no, it's
okay.
my turn. She's done
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Right, okay, so...
Food and wood. Oh.
So we can't go for the roof yet?
No, I'm alright.
Well, you could go and get some wood, but you then. I don't know. You can't go for the roof until you've built a shelter.
Oh. We've got that weather, haven't we?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Well, hopefully I'll gather enough food.
Oh.
What are they like? We don't know, do we? That's the
No.
thing.
That's what I mean. So I could do that and have a look on my go, or I could discard 2 and increase the palisades by 1.
What's this one?
That's gathering.
I think we should just risk. I think you should get that up.
Wood.
To do one of the 2, shouldn't we? Because of the weather. So
We all
I'm
lost a
gonna go
wound,
for
Julie,
the roof.
Oh, again.
because we moved camps and we forgot to do the night
Put me
phase.
on the roof.
You can't do the roof because you haven't got a,
Well, even if
shelter.
that's
Go
built
tent, yeah.
first, then
What?
we could do the roof.
What?
Oh, you can't build that and then do the roof.
Yeah, yeah, but
And the same round.
right, yeah. So you put that there,
Right. So
You
one
need-
or 2?
but we haven't got enough wood.
Oh.
You need another
I
4
thought,
wood.
I thought that was alright there.
That's to build the shelter.
Oh, right, okay.
Need more
So we
wood.
need wood, right. How do we get that?
Gather.
Gathering. I'll go there then. Gather.
Okay.
We'll be gathering.
Go and hunt for a mouse.
I wonder if it's
Bugger
worth
off.
building the pot so we can take advantage of that. So someone can heal a couple of wounds. So it's coming, isn't it? We could do that, and then gather some food. We're gonna take a pummeling, so we ain't got any food. We haven't got any
Yeah.
protection.
Okay.
this. Reduce the palisades by 1 next round. We haven't got any palisades there. Oh. Right, so that's that then. We'll just have to
Get on with it, yeah.
risk it for biscuit.
Biscuit for a biscuit.
Alright, so we're not doing that. Gav, you're going to hunt. You sure you don't want me to do that?
Well, what else would we need that for?
Will it?
You want to do that, don't you?
I could
Palisade.
Yeah, I could increase that. I think you can
What's it
use
on at the moment though?
None.
Don't we need the black marker there to...
Yeah, but we need to have built that first, so I could do that. I built the spear, so I should have 2 determination tokens as well. Forgot about that. Excellent. It's per round, isn't it? So I suppose you... When can you use your character's abilities then, I wonder? Character special abilities, 35. They can be used at any time, once per round. Any time, so
Oh, right.
I mean I could do that now and add 1 to, well I could, once you've built the roof, the shelter, I could use that and add 1 to the palisades.
Okay.
Right, so Gav, you've got to hunt. So you are hunting a wild dog. And he's got a strength of 3.
Rexy.
Right, so we've beaten him. We don't reduce our weapon level, we get 2 food and 1 fur.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
It
not
says-
bad.
It says if you do not have the what's that? The bowl item. What's that?
Pot?
If you do not have the
Bowl? There's no bowl on there.
Yeah, it's that one.
Oh, is it a bowl?
yeah, the cure.
Oh, thank you.
You
get-
take 2 wounds.
Or cherry scone.
Sorry?
Baked
Cure.
pearl or cherry
Well, I
That
have
to-
might be
obviously-
nice, thanks.
Okay.
So we get 2 grub.
I took 2 wounds.
Oh, did you? Have you got the bowl then?
I'm luckily I haven't. I'm right next to the arrow now though.
Ah,
Is anyone not near the arrow?
me.
Me.
Okay.
Fur.
That's 3
Two
food.
food
Whereas obviously the
and
wild
1
dog had was rabid, I suppose.
Oh, what was that? Don't touch my knee like that.
Right. So this one,
Hello,
so
Luscious.
the build action. So obviously I think Julie was going to build the shelter. Right. So we built the shelter. So we discard 4 wood.
You still got to build this, remember?
Yeah. Okay. And then I was going to
Oh,
risk
thank you.
building. What was I going to do? Build the pot.
Yeah.
Right. Do I need anything to build the pot? So just during the night phase, when you just have a look, see what the pot does. Gives you a pot. It allows you to heal during the night phase. You can discard a food to heal 1 wound. Right. So hopefully I won't get wounded. Good. And then see if we succeed. Oh.
What's that?
We fail, but I get 2
Oh.
determination tokens.
They didn't build a pot.
No.
Oh.
And then we see if we have an adventure. And we do. So it says unmotivated. Due to you being hurt, tired and irritated, construction is going slowly. Discard a determination token or get a wound and shuffle this into the event deck.
Wound.
Right.
Oh no, or shuffle.
No, then,
That's all you said.
yeah, shuffle into the event deck.
So you take one of them and you shuffle it in.
Yeah. Unmotivated is a bit like just normal day job, isn't it?
There you were, just there, yawning away, going, oh, this
Can't be bothered. It's long on the beach.
Right, gather. So do you want to successfully gather first? Do you? Can't gather from here, so it's going to be food, isn't it?
that's good. That's oh, we've already got. We're still
Yeah,
food
need 1 more
short.
food.
Gypsy.
I didn't say that. I
You
said
need a little
jalapenos.
cocktail stick or something, don't you?
Just don't you have to have banana fingers?
Don't do it.
Hot dog fingers. Right, so you get food, and then obviously I'm going to do a risky action.
Yellow one was it?
Yeah, a risky action. So we've got enough food.
We
No,
haven't. We need
it's,
one more.
There's one in there already in the thing.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They're all moving.
No,
down.
we didn't get wounded.
That's that, isn't it?
What?
Yeah.
What
no, but
is that?
these are going to move down to there.
Oh,
There's
right,
one
yeah.
there.
We didn't get wounded. We succeeded in gathering, and we don't
No
have an
adventure.
adventure. So we'll gather on. What do we need? Wood.
Yeah, because we've got to put some wood in here.
Wood or food?
We got food. We need the wood.
Chuck some wood on there then.
So those 2 discs, can we use those?
You need the pot. I tried to build it, but I failed. No, so I wasn't motivated.
Still got to use papaya leaves or something, haven't we?
So we just looked at it and went, nah.
Can't have casserole today then, can we?
Just sat down,
Just
smoking
chew
his
the dog's legs
smoking his pipe.
over the fire.
Right. So we all take our pawns back.
Pawns. Pawns.
Okay, so remove one-time use pawns. Return.
Does that stay there?
Some inventions. Yeah.
Not forever.
Until you take an explore action.
We did.
No, we didn't. We haven't taken
No,
one since
we
that's been on there. Okay, so move all resources to the available resources space. Right, so now we do the weather phase. So we roll the number of weather dice shown for the current round on the scenario cards. So Gav, if you would
Is it just one orange?
just one orange, yeah.
I've got a good feeling about
And then
this.
we add the effects of any weather tokens on the space, right?
So I only want one cloud.
Yeah.
It's 1 in 50-50 chance, I think. I think there's 3 1 clouds on this. Yay!
So for each winter cloud, lose 1 wood, but there's not a winter cloud. And then for all clouds, winter, we subtract the roof level from this number, which is none. And for each remaining number, discard 1 food and 1 wood. 1 food and 1 wood. So, yeah. That goes away.
Hang on there.
Okay. So, if a player is unable to lose the resources, hang on. So we don't do the hungry animals. There's no storm tokens. Right, so that's it. So now we need to discard 1 food per player.
There's 3 there.
So I'll take the 2 wounds. Actually, yeah, I'll take the 2
I
wounds.
can't. Otherwise we'll lose morale.
Is it 1 food? Is it a straight 2?
2 wounds for 1 food.
Not
Okay. Then we can move our camp if we so wish.
Well, we've got a camp there now, haven't we?
That's all right there.
So this must go away then. This.
Oh,
What the weather?
Yeah.
Well, we've just done that, haven't we?
Oh, if the camp has no shelter, we've got a shelter. That's fine. I imagine you must discard that then after the weather phase. That must surely that must go away, right? Right. Sure, I don't think you'd leave it in there, would you?
Oh, I wouldn't have thought so. Oh, it'd be permanent rain, wouldn't it?
Just don't know.
Not sure which hole this goes in.
So, yeah, it's just in the basic tokens over the top right. Right, at the end of the web phase, discard all tokens that are located in the web space. That's all right, anyway. Right, so once these tokens, then once they're used, they're discarded, right? Once you've done it, right? So that's the ninth phase over with. So we advance the round markers on round 5, and then we have an event. So look.
Do we get rid of one of them next?
Yeah, once we.
Predator. Out of food sources, predator have their prey. Green question mark.
Right, so we would have put that on there, but because there's one already on there, we don't do it.
The closest parrot fish camp tile, if possible, is exhausted. Cover it with black cubes.
Oh no. So that means
If
production.
there are no
Closest.
parrot fish, each player gets a wound. But so
What's
which
the
one?
closest one?
Oh, yeah. So that means production phase that we don't. So this comes off, right? So this goes down
This is
here.
a fight.
Right,
It's a fight.
yeah.
You can clean it.
So we need 2 men and we need a weapon level of 2.
That's right.
And it says uncover the exhausted blah 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 and get a thing. If not, we resolve this event again. Okay, so if this goes off, then so we have to reduce our palisades level by 1 because this has come off the board, but because we didn't, everybody has to take a
That
wound.
palace.
Palisades, yeah.
So let's take a wound now.
Everyone has to take a wound.
Right. So morale goes again.
Yeah, so does mine. So that goes down to -3.
Mine went past the morale.
Yeah, so that just stays as it is.
What's this going to do to
Well,
us?
might as well use
You
that
have
to
to-
move it up.
We have to discard 3 determination tokens.
Do you not use that? Is that a morale?
You need a pot.
We need a pot.
Oh.
We're still trying to get
I've
it.
got,
the
I've
other
got
one
quite a
then?
few determination tokens.
What's the other one? The other disc?
2 lives.
2 hearts to
Yeah.
get back.
If you've got the pot.
Oh, it's both the pot, is that?
Pot's
Yeah.
there.
I mean, all of us get 2 lives back.
No,
Right,
just the
okay.
person that does it. Right, so that's in the morale phase. We have to discard 3 determination tokens. So the lead player does. Who's the lead player?
No.
You are. So you have to discard 3 determination tokens.
Okay, any one.
You've got 1, so you have to take 2 wounds.
Penalise.
Yeah. Right. So production phase, we get a wood. We would have got food, but there is no. That goes in the available resources. Yeah.
We need to start putting it there. in one.
Yeah. Right. So we need to build the pot so we can heal someone.
I'll try and do the pot.
Right.
Or
So
1 on.
1.
Yeah, and I'll do another
Gathering.
gathering.
I mean, you could use the Bible. So that
Okay.
when you arrange camp, we get some determination tokens, and you get 3 instead, and you can heal a wound instead of. So during the camp phase, you can get 3 determination tokens and heal a wound instead of only just getting 2 determination tokens. You're going to explore.
Yeah.
When they come off, is that it then? You
Yeah.
can't
Yeah,
use them
that's
again.
it,
That's been exhausted.
It's a one-shot thing.
Right.
Turn that
Okay.
over then, so it's been exhausted.
Yeah. So we need some wood.
Margaret?
Ooh,
Wrong one. He's trying to cut his way out.
so, what's he doing? Poor cat.
Poor wouldn't be the word I'd
Yeah,
use.
bruise on your bonts, aren't you? Hey?
Right.
Right,
What do you want to do?
what do I want to do?
Well, I don't mind going hunting again.
I think I'll get another tile, see what resources we can get off of that. Anywhere on there, do. Oh, I've got to put it here, sorry. Haven't I?
Yep.
We're doing 2 or 1.
And what's the pot one you've got to do?
Build.
Oh,
Yeah.
Build this one. Are you doing the pot?
Julie was
Julie's
going
doing the
Yeah,
pot. Right,
right.
okay.
I'm trying to get another.
Is there anything else in there that we could do with?
I'm going to hunt. I'll try and take on a beast to get some grub, and then we'll have might have some fur, so we could at least get the roof level up or something, or whatever.
I'll do a build then. We'll try and do a roof.
Need food.
I do need food, yeah. Matthew's going to get some
Well, I've
food.
got a gathering on there, look,
Okay.
for that. So I'll go for build.
Let's see how called it.
Yes.
Yes, she appreciates it.
Right, so I'll just go hunting then.
Yeah, we'll try and get some
What about this side?
food.
That's pretty bad, isn't it?
And what do we need on it? One player.
And some wood.
Well, I'd do that.
Right, okay, I'll hunt then.
Right, I'll do that.
Just one and then take a gamble.
We need wood, don't we? How do I get the wood?
You have to gather.
Which is that one,
The
isn't it?
green one.
Oh, that one.
Oh,
Let's explore.
all right.
Do you want to go?
No, that's all right. That's all right. That's fine.
Okay.
Have you spoken to your mum today? She all right?
No, I haven't spoken to her today. I'll give her a call tomorrow
Yeah.
sometime.
So the threat action. So we have to discard a wood. And we discard the card and you get a determination token. Okay. So now we hunt. It's a puma. So we've got it's got a strength 5. Okay.
Got a 5 there.
Yeah, matches us.
And we don't lose any doodahs, but we get 2 food and a fur. But it says if you don't have the cure, you get 2 wounds. Oh God.
Don't have a what?
A fur.
Fur. Oh,
If you haven't got the cure. Not the fur.
where's the cure?
Cure.
Oh,
So it's obviously rabid again.
so we need the pot and the cure.
Yeah.
This fireplace, to use that, I have to go on. How do we
You just
use
need
this?
you need to build it, but we need to have built fire first.
We have?
Yeah, we built fire.
Yeah.
So you'll need to go to the build action and just build it.
So it says, I think that means if you do use one food, you get 2 health back
So what's the text on the next?
during the night phase.
Right, yeah. So you can discard a food, and you'll get.
But we
2
haven't got enough food, really, have
No.
we?
Just let me read about the fireplace. Obviously, you can cook some. Allows you to heal during the night phase. You can discard 1 food to heal 2 wounds. You can heal 2 wounds from 1 player or 1 wound from 2 different players. Does that mean that's not in addition to the? That's extra, isn't it?
That's
It's not-
extra food, yeah.
Yeah.
So you need 5 food.
So we've done that. Who's going first on here?
I'll go for it. Go.
You were there first,
Yeah.
weren't
So you
you?
have to roll the brown dice. You roll the wound one first, and you'll roll the success one. It's a cock die.
Cock die.
Whee! Success die. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
And then see if you have to go on. No invention. Right, so you're successful. So you can gather from here or here.
Can you not build?
Oh, you're building, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What-
Not there.
Well,
No,
your mum
that's
could go on.
exploration, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
This is what you're doing.
This is building.
Yeah, so what you're going to build the pot.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
yeah.
saw.
Yeah, that's what you're doing,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Pot. There.
So, no, so
Pot.
the pot has been built,
Oh, so I did have to roll that. Oh, I did have to.
Yeah, because you had
sorry,
one.
yeah.
and the pot just says
Hurrah.
that you can discard an extra food to get will heal a wound. Alright, now what we could do is we could discard that to heal some wounds and then put our morale up if we want.
You might as well do that.
Can you do that now, or you've got to do
Yeah,
it in
yeah,
your
do it
big
now.
time?
Yeah, you can do it
Alright.
whenever you
Who's
want.
on the lowest?
Well, I'm on the second
I've
one.
got 5 left.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left.
I think you should give it to Matthew
Yeah.
because you can lose some before we lose morale. Oh no, if it's a maximum, doesn't matter, does it?
Well, you can move it up 1.
So we've done that. Did you move yours up?
No,
Yeah, I think you should.
you can move the
I've got to
morale
move
up.
that, yeah.
No, we use it, haven't we? Well done.
And your mum does it as well. What
Right.
you got to do? You got
was
to
it
do
the
the
brown?
cure.
Yeah. You get.
Do the cure. Innit?
What,
do.
what else we got here?
Do we need the cure for
This one
something?
cancels
It's when
out.
you
need bricks.
attack animals.
You can cancel out a.
But that's for animals, isn't it? Which we're
Yeah.
still going to be doing. Because they're sorry.
You've got to explore to get that. So
What's this one?
bricks, +1 to your palisades, and then also if you've got the furnace, you need bricks. You can cancel out a snow icon, which is coming. No, we
Like
did it. We got
bricks.
rid of that one. That's
What the bricks? Or do we want the... What's this one? That's the medicine. What's that one?
Rope.
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 Julie needs to build the rope to get the snare, which is
That adds one food, what, every time, or only when you...
On the toll with your camp, plus one food from the toll with your camp. So if we
just
moved our
wondering
camp on
if
food,
I can. It says you can only heal.
I was going to build a roof, wasn't I? I've got enough wood.
no, there's 4 or 3 of those,
Yeah.
but they're going to get moved down in the next round, so we could do.
Don't these get moved now?
No.
So I'll have to do something else then when I haven't got any wood.
We got fur, so we could. You can use fur to build the roof or the palisade.
Need 3.
We've got 3.
Can
I
you use
know.
fur?
Yeah, but we ain't got 3.
We will have 3.
We'll have 3 next round.
So you can't use wood and fur?
No,
No.
it's either or.
Right, okay, let's have a look. Shall I start rolling and then we see what we get? No.
No wound.
What's that?
No success, but you get 2 determination tokens. And
We're going on an adventure.
right, it says tools inspection. Some of your tools are slowly falling apart. If possible, put black cubes on up to 2 items, then shuffle this into the event deck.
2 cubes.
Well, what can we afford
Up
to get
to
rid
2.
of? Yeah,
So it could be 1.
2 items.
So it's up to 2.
Well, we get rid of the knife, can't we? Because we've got the spear. Do we need the knife?
So we get them back once that comes back up. Oh look, and guess what's coming?
What about belt? We don't need belts at the moment, do we?
But a shovel
What we need to take yourself a hole.
It might be that card.
could be.
Go on.
Yeah.
What, 2 cards that we've already turned over? Oh.
Will have to be the knife and the shovel, won't it? We need the spear for the animals.
Yeah.
Need the pot for healing.
Yeah, but you
Excuse
can't
me.
use the spear without the knife.
Oh, can't you?
No.
All right. Ah,
Well,
Hang on, what did it say?
thought you said up to 2.
Not that one. Tools inspection.
just shopping again.
Yeah, it just says put them on 2 things, 2 items. I don't know what that actually means though, so
It means you can't use them until the card comes up.
hmm.
But it doesn't say you can't use that if that's blocked, does it? I think it would.
Don't know, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Can I use these now?
For what?
Got one of my special.
Yeah, any time, yeah.
Well, I'm going to use 2.
We haven't got any extra food anyway, so let's do that one.
Yeah, you can use 2
Turn that one
to do
over.
what?
2. I can look at 3 island tiles. Choose one. Put one on the top. Okay.
You want one with a lot of discovery tokens, really, don't you?
Yeah.
It's not humming and hawing going on.
What are the totems for?
Nothing, don't do anything.
So why are they on there?
Because it's for another scenario, so it's
Oh,
different
right.
scenarios.
What's the tiger head for?
Beast.
Beast, we do need that.
Need a beast, yeah.
We do.
We do need beasts, yeah.
You want discovery tokens, really. And beasts.
Yeah. Okay.
What are you going to do?
I think it'll have to be that one then.
Okay.
So they can go there, and that can go on top.
Right, you've done that. So where were we here? So you built and you failed. Alright. This one here is gather. Gather, you're going to have to roll those.
What's
What's this? Hang on.
Wounds. 1 in
Oh,
6.
there's only 1 in 6. Yay!
Hurrah.
Well, it's quite a good chance. Only 1 in
5
6.
in 6.
Yeah. 1 in 6 fail.
Hooray.
Yay!
Wet fans.
And there's 2, 1 in 3.
Cock die.
It's not really cocked down.
Just saying. Right, so it says nestlings. You found a nest of baby birds. You can decide. You can discard this card or get 1 perishable food per player and shuffle this into the event deck.
We want perishable foods, don't we?
Got to eat the birds. Oh, the baby
Just
birds.
remember that, well, yeah, we can do with the food, but something might come back and bite you in the bum.
Yeah, mummy
Oh,
bird.
Not mummy bird.
It'd be a giant rock.
Right, so put 4 food in the future
A rock
resources.
bird.
Yeah. Those great big mythical things. That,
Looks down at you. And
Yeah.
like,
dinner.
Gonna put 4 food in the future resources and go.
4?
1 per player.
What? Perishables?
Yeah, perishables, yeah.
What? So another card might come out and it'd be saying you can't do. Look at that, 4 food. That's
Oh,
fantastic.
we're rolling here, aren't we?
Because we can do the fireplace now. Get 2 health back.
Right, so we've done that. We were successful, so we're gonna. You want to might as well do your exploration. So you're gonna have an adventure no matter what. Okay.
Put ring on it.
Right.
Sure.
So
Sure.
you're gonna have to roll your dice.
Green, green. What are the odds?
What this? There's 3.
Oh, 50-50.
You take a wound. But if you succeed, then you're gonna have an adventure anyway.
Okay.
So let's see what happens. Signs of fire. The whole area is wasted after a massive fire. Cover 1 source on the tile you are exploring with a black cube. It is exhausted. If exploration was not successful, then you put the black cube on the space you wanted to explore and you must cover later, so that's fine. So you're going to explore and you're going to put it on a space where you're exploring.
Anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Right, so you get 2.
Don't let's put this on.
Oh yeah.
Which one?
Well, it's got to go there.
That was the
We
idea.
need-
We
we
need
need-
to get the meat.
We need the meat, yeah.
So we've got +1 doodah, and then that is a medallion with a lady.
Pirate saber.
Yeah, that's that one.
Oh,
Medallion with a lady, so you can discard it and get 3 determination tokens. Okay. And a beast.
no.
Oh. Did you see that?
It said goat. I didn't see what it said though.
So what's on that island thing? I know there was a tiger. 2 of those.
Yeah.
What's the other thing?
That was wood.
Wood.
But we had to cover it up because there was a fire.
Right. And what else?
2 tokens.
And
That's it.
wasn't there a tiger on there?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So
Okay.
you have to wait for Julie though.
So I don't get any determination tokens.
Oh, and we got 10 grass over.
Yeah, we've done it. You,
No.
you don't turn it over. That's when
Oh,
you,
I
that's when you
see,
build it,
yes.
yeah. We still haven't discovered
Lake.
rivers.
No, we need a river.
So you can always rest down here.
What did you how
So
much?
for each one, it's 1 per man you put down there. I think you can only put 1 on there though.
Yeah.
Because there's no option, is there? So it's 1 only.
Right.
Sure,
And that one
wound.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So the only thing is that if you go backwards past the morale marker, you don't get to reduce morale. Okay.
Okay.
So you're next? So you're going to take a wound, aren't you? Because you've only got 1.
I'm going to take a wound for what?
You have to take a wound on the morale phase, but not there yet. Still waiting for Julie
right.
to do that. All right. So at least we got rid of the snow, which is good. Right, it's your exploration.
Green.
explore.
Get the top one. Lakes.
There should be a river on that one.
I don't know.
Lakes.
Oh,
Right, so we cover up all the rivers with black cubes. Got black cubes.
Down.
what did you say that was again?
Maps.
Down.
Let's put the shortcut token on any tile.
Do it at any time, can you?
No, you've got to have built that first. So you
Got to
need to have
build
built the map,
Right.
and then you can build the shortcut once you built the map.
Yeah, because we've got the river now, haven't we?
Where is that?
Right, okay.
Rightio. So we get, there's no tokens, so we get a discovery token, and it's a treasure.
Ooh.
All comes
What's this
All
one?
that food.
what?
When do you do that?
Food.
Because we're special.
We do that when that becomes available, which
Right,
will be after we've taken all our actions, which is sort of now. Okay. So we take no actions, we take all our pawns back. Alright. Look.
Mum gets that.
And blah blah blah, we move all the things into the available resources space. Okay. So
We could build a thingy now, can't we?
Yeah. We still need to do this with the wood. It's quick
Yeah,
enough
but we
and
could
that's-
put that up there, couldn't we? Because we've got 3.
yeah, we could do that next round. We could put the weapon level up to up 1 by discarding that exploration token. Take a treasure card.
Treasure card?
So it depends. It's
We're on night phase now, are we?
yeah. Because you'll go this round, so you're the first player. So if anything says the first player takes a wound, it'll be you.
Alright,
So
okay.
they're available. So yeah, so we do the weather phase. So we roll the number of weather dice shown for the current round. So just one.
One
The
orange.
Yeah, the orange one. Yeah. It's going to be.
Aren't we up? Oh, this is the 6th round, isn't it?
No, we
We've
haven't
just
got
done
there
the
yet.
5th round.
No.
No, that's after the night phase. Yeah.
So 50-50.
Yeah. Right, one. So for each winter cloud, lose 1 wood, where there aren't any. Then add all clouds and subtract the roof level from this number. We discard 1 food and 1 wood. So we're okay for food and we're okay for wood, so that's fine.
Discard.
Yeah, 1 food, 1 wood. Okay. So now we have to discard 1 food per player. So we're fine with that as well, aren't we? So we're safe there. Super. We can move our camp if we want to.
Oh, hang on. Wait. This is the night phase.
Yeah.
What about doing this?
You can't. You have to have built that first.
We have.
We haven't.
We have.
No. Yeah.
Fire.
We've built fire, but the fire allows you to build the fireplace.
It's like bricks, isn't it?
No. The thing at the top tells you what you need to build that.
Food.
No. At the top of the thing, it's telling you that you need the fire
Yeah,
to have built that. So that is an invention that only you can build.
Oh, because you've got to flip it over.
Yeah. Once you've built
Oh, you
it,
gotta take the
then you
build
flip it.
action.
It's like me building a spear, right?
So it's for 1 food.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'll do that next round
Yeah.
really,
I
because
could have
But you
done
get, for
that.
building your personal invention, you get 2 determination tokens. See?
Plus 1 food.
Yeah, but you need to have
Oh,
built the you need,
yeah,
you need to have
got
built the
the-
rope.
so that does that mean
Oh.
does that mean in every night phase I can give us +2 food?
Do-
It's 1 or 1 or 2 to somebody, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you've got excess food, you can discard it and
Oh, if
Heal
you've got
wounds.
food, right. Well, I should do that anyway because
yeah.
we're getting a bit low.
Right. So we've done the weather phase, so we're fine, right? So now we discard 1 food per player. We've done that. Any food that isn't used rots, so we get rid of the yellow cube over there. We can move our camp if we
What?
want.
I was
We're not going to move. We're going to move our camp.
No, because we need to build a heart,
Yeah.
don't we, I think.
I just think we could move it here, and then that would we could produce food and wood because we haven't built any roof.
Yeah, but can you not build another? hut.
We can take that with us.
Can we?
That comes with us.
Oh.
There's no food on that other one, is there?
No,
That's
it's
blocked.
blocked.
So we might as well go on that one then.
Just let me have a look, see about moving camp. Moving camp. Right, yeah, so you keep your shelter, but you have to reduce your roof palisades by half, but we haven't got any, so should we move it here? Or
Yeah.
here? Yeah?
Well, but there's food and we need wood, so that one's got food and wood.
Move it there.
Mm.
Okay, and that means we can explore
Mm.
here. Right. Right, so we've done that. So now we advance around marker to number 6. Alright? Okay, so event phase.
Did you want to do the treasure chest or whatever it is?
Could do.
What's that one? Oh.
That means, yeah, so that's 3 determination tokens.
Sorry.
What do we do?
When do we use those things?
Whenever you want.
Shall we do the treasure chest?
Yeah, you can do, yeah.
Okay. Treasure map.
Right.
Jim lad. You will believe your eyes when you find it. Or you can't believe your eyes. These really were pirates on this island. Keep this card. You can use it once. Take an exploration action on this card to draw 2 mystery cards. Only resolve 2 whatever, discard after
2
use.
treasures.
Yeah.
You can use it once. Take an exploration action on this card to draw 2 mystery cards. Only resolve the 2 mystery cards. Yeah, so you'll keep that, and what you'll do, you'll take an exploration action on that.
What's the mystery cards then?
So you'll take 2, and then you'll draw 2 treasures.
Oh right, okay.
Right? You have to basically, you're sacrificing an action
Yeah.
to get 2 treasures.
Do that,
Right.
shouldn't we?
Should do it, yeah.
We need,
Okay.
we need food and wood.
Well, we may as well just get rid of this, bump that up to 6, right, and then someone can take 3 determination tokens, because somebody's going to have to do it.
Julie hasn't got any.
Am I first player?
No.
I am.
You're first player now.
Mm.
So you need those, because you don't want to, you want to have to discard
Oh
them,
yeah,
don't
yeah,
you?
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because of the bag.
Well, give my mum 1, and then we'll say that she's discarded 2 for the morale phase.
Okay.
Right?
Where's that got to go up then?
No, not yet. So we want, it's the event phase now, isn't it? So yeah, do that. So you'll look at the bottom portion of that one, Gav.
Bottom one,
Yeah.
swollen ankle. Your ankle causes you so much pain that you can barely move. This round, the character with the green on his leg can only build, camp, yellow,
Rest.
rest.
Oh, so I can only
Discard,
rest.
discard the wound card though. Draw another card.
So I can only rest.
So
So I've got to put it on here, have I?
No, no, no. Not only rest. You
Oh,
can
okay.
do blue, yellow, or
Yeah.
Or
that
build.
one. Or build. So you might as well.
I'll do build.
Hang on, we're not there yet.
Right.
No. So we got to draw another card.
Oh,
Old hut. While wandering through the forest, you come across an old hut. Decide.
Ooh.
Discard this card or draw 2 mystery cards. Only resolve a monster or beast and 1 treasure and shuffle into the event deck. So I'll tell you what happens. It says Robinson's ghost. Last night you had nightmares about Robinson's death. Each player discards a determination token and draw another card. So it's up to you. Do you want to fight a beast and take a treasure, or do you want to discard this?
We've got 6, so we should be able to defeat it.
What do you want to do?
We need food, don't we?
Should we do it? Let's do it then. Alright, so you want to draw treasure cards until you have 1 monster and 1 treasure.
right, just keep
Yeah, just
going.
keep going, yeah.
Keep going.
That's a treasure.
Antique rapier.
Right, apparently this island was visited before you begin to wonder. Did this weapon belong to a soldier or pirate? So we get +2 on our weapon level, so
It's 6 anyway.
that's on 8. So I
Cool.
suppose.
Can you do that?
Yeah. If you put 2 more things on it,
So look for a
you need
monster now.
now, yeah.
Strange disease.
It's a
cell.
trap, so
Right.
you don't want that.
Well, I'm assuming it's that one +2.
Yeah, okay.
What's the monster logo?
It looks like that.
Oh, okay.
Keep going. Going.
Hmm.
I did shuffle these.
Right, the first one I would have got is Unleashed Beast. Right.
Right, so all these get shuffled back in. So you deal with that one.
The Unleashed Beast. You hear a frightening roar and a large animal runs past you. If possible, discard 1 beast card
Right.
from the hunting deck.
Okay.
So that solves it.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that's pretty harmless, wasn't it? What if you can't do that? There's nothing on there about if you can't do it.
Well, then it's an unfulfilled demand. You take a wound.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've got rid of that wound.
Yep.
Is that it then?
That's it. Yeah.
So this has been dealt with.
Yep.
That's for pampering.
Pampering. Right, so we've done the event. Okay, so we go to the morale phase, so you need to discard 2 determination tokens
Why is that?
because the morale track is asking you to do that.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do the production phase, so we get a wood and a food. Go in.
Sorry,
Wood and
someone's
food.
just messaging me. What are we doing?
Wood and a food.
Wood and food.
Wood and a food. Then we do our action. So remember, you can put do an explore action on that card, can't you? Get 2 treasures, but you obviously have to roll the dice if you put 1 on there.
Yeah. Can that? Have I got to do that now?
No, you don't have to do it at all.
Because I was thinking about I'd like to get the this.
You want to get the map. You could build the map.
I think I'll do the map.
I think we need to get that back as well. It's secure for when
Yeah,
you.
but you've got to wait for the card to come back.
We'll get a resource on that, you see.
Okay. Right, there's no more, nothing to hunt. I'll do that. And we can deal with that, can't we? That doesn't get pushed that way, does it? So that just stays there for the time being.
It'll push the next round, won't it?
Yeah. We need food, don't we? So and wood.
Is that the only way we can get wood?
Yeah.
You go on the gathering then, won't you?
Yeah. Okay. I'll gather.
Well, I'll gather as well, but I won't take
I'm going to discard 2 of these to increase our palisades level by 1.
So on 1.
Yeah.
So didn't you have to build up first?
No. Just need the shelter before you can build the roof for the palisades.
The palisades is a fence that goes round.
Right.
It's a protection.
Right, that's me done.
Gavin, that's Julie's.
I've done mine.
So any sort of inventions that can give us food?
Brick. Don't we need the fire?
We've got the knife, so we could build the belts, and that will just give us an extra gathering pawn. We've got some fur.
Do that.
Could build the belts. You gonna risk it?
What?
Wait, was-
One.
Yeah, have a risk.
What do you want?
No, but
Two.
if Julie
Yeah.
loses one, we lose back to 3.
Yeah.
I don't think we should.
No,
We should just go for it.
go for it. Oh. There. That's you. You done?
That was first.
Right, okay, so nothing there, nothing there. Do you want to build your belts?
Flippy
You
old.
need to discard 1 fur.
Do we?
Yeah. That gives us a permanent extra gathering pawn. Okay. So what are you going to build?
I want the
Map.
shortcut map. You need a river.
Right, so that gives us an extra exploration pawn. Okay. So gathering. Do you want to do your space, Gav?
Yeah.
'Cause it's guaranteed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where are you going to gather?
Well, we need wood.
Wood. It's not
So-
food.
Oh. Well, who can afford to lose some health? It's two, isn't it?
Yeah, I can.
We
I've got
lose
your
morale
arrow.
though on the other one,
Arrow.
so let's get some. Is there only one?
I can lose food.
Yeah, but that's.
I lose health. I need 4.
Well, we need.
Well, that's 1 food. Right. I can risk it. That's the order. Grey. Grey.
Build
Oh,
your
grey.
fireplace.
Well, I can do that now.
It's not
If
very
we've got
risky,
enough,
is it?
we can
gathering?
only do it if we've got extra food though, so it's a bit.
No adventure. Right, so I'll go there. That's another food. So I'll lose the wound. I can afford to do that.
Right.
Alright, and take an explore action, so I need the green dice for that one. Hopefully it'll be alright. Just don't want to get her wounded, because then that'll... Three. We don't really want an adventure, do we?
We've got one.
Lost in the woods.
Oh,
Not much of an
Matthew!
adventure, right?
You
Everything's
get
been...
lost in the woods. Pay attention, boy.
You went too much of that fruit wine. You went so far that you got lost and you're frightened. Discard 2 determination tokens, which is bad news because I'm going to have to discard 2 next round. But anyway,
Those adventures are all bad.
but we're good. So we can draw 2 mystery cards and resolve 2 treasures.
There you go.
Candles. Get 2 build pawns and put them on this card. You can use them as additional pawns only for build. Each pawn can only be used once. So we want 2 brown pawns. Boxes. Strong wooden boxes, very useful. Keep this card from now on. Your perishable food does not rot during the night phase. Oh, yeah, baby.
Well, that's permanent.
Yeah. Does not rot during the night phase, so we don't lose any
That
food.
is really good.
Oh, it's like bonfire.
Don't want to get rescued now.
The pretty light.
Pretty light.
Don't look
Okay.
at the light. I can't help it.
So once all action has been taken, return all players' pawns to their doodles.
Mine, please.
Wow.
Okay, new bit. And move. Oh,
Don't say we've done something wrong.
yeah, we didn't use any actions, any inventions, did we?
No.
No, we didn't.
We haven't
No.
used any
No.
adventures. We've got
No.
this one now. Do
No,
I
we,
turn
no,
that
we haven't,
over?
no, we haven't got that. You've got to build that now,
I've got to build it.
Yeah.
How do I build that?
just by taking a build action.
Right, okay.
Right, so all this comes down, okay, and then we do weather, so we have to roll the orange die.
We are going to lose this at some point.
Food,
This
yeah,
will be the
food and
third food.
Food and wood.
This will be the third time.
Just you don't roll a 2.
The odds are against me because
Mm.
I've got 50-50.
2,
2.
that's 2 food and a wood.
Forget it.
Someone's going to have to lose,
I'll lose 2
lose
if
a
you
wound.
want.
Someone's going to have to lose a
I
wound.
can lose a wound.
Is it just one wound? It's
One.
2, isn't it? If you
One unfulfilled demand, so because we didn't have the extra wood.
I've lost a wound.
Okay.
I haven't
Do I
crossed the
need to
little
lose?
arrow
Do
yet.
I
No.
need to lose?
Oh, yeah, we all need to lose a wound. No,
Oh,
no,
do
no,
you?
no, that's one.
I thought you said it's 2 wounds per food.
No, every unfulfilled demand. So
So it's 3 food.
hang on.
I'll move
If
it back
players
to
are
the
unable
side.
to do for each weapon. Yeah, so we all have to lose a
Oh,
wound.
1.
So we go back down to that. Right. Yeah, because it's only in the.
Oh no,
action
did someone
phase.
cross over then? I didn't.
Yeah,
I
Julie
haven't.
did.
What?
Julie
I crossed over, yeah.
Oh.
Right, so we've done that, so it's the night phase. We have to discard 1 food per player.
I thought we didn't have to.
Yeah, we do. It's the night phase now. 1 food per player. So 3 of us have got to take 2 wounds.
Well, we're on 3 anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I've only got 4 wounds left.
I've got 1.
What, we all got to lose it?
2 wounds.
Each?
Yeah.
Cook
And
boy.
the morale?
Cook boy's not
So
got as
don't
much
go
health
down.
as everyone else.
So that's
got
just
2.
all our any excess food doesn't get discarded.
If I die, we lose the game.
Yes.
Oh, right.
So you have to. Right. Okay.
Do you have to count the arrow when you go down?
No.
Oh.
What?
Oh, you don't count the arrow
No.
when you go down. No, that's right.
There you go. Right. So we've got shelter. We advance the round marker, and this is where it gets really nasty because we roll all 3 dice next round. Okay.
We're going to win this.
Right.
We've already lost.
Well, it's just we need wood.
Can't get wood.
Can't get wood because whenever you do wood, you only pick 1 wood up.
Yeah.
You can't keep it up.
I think we need to put more tents on the board to get wood. So if we built a tent here,
You can't.
Can't go build
Oh, you
one
can't.
The
tent.
tent only follows you around.
Mm.
It's impossible to keep the wood up and everything else going as well. Must have something to do with these.
Right.
Don't
So.
know, it just seems odd, doesn't it?
Right, so we pass this to me, and then I need to discard. Oh, we do the event first. So, Gav.
Oh yeah. Okay, this was Call of the Wind. Roar and scream.
The bottom bit.
Oh. Fierce.
Oh, hang on. No, it's not. Sorry, it's the top bit. Yeah, sorry.
Call of the Wild. Sorry, not the wind. Did I say wind? I did not. Call of the Wild. Roar and screams. The woods are not safe today. And there's a book.
Right, the book doesn't mean anything.
Put next to the hunting deck is a red. Is that symbol there?
Right.
Where's the hunting deck? What does that mean?
That means beast strength token. So it means that the beasts are now +1 strength.
Oh, that's not terrible.
Right.
oh, but we're on 6.
Oh,
We're on 8,
yeah.
aren't
Oh,
we?
8.
Yeah.
Right. So if we don't do it, then we have to put another one there. That's fine. That's fine. But this one here is we resolve all the effects on here again. Gavin's close to death.
So am I.
Yeah. Right, so we've done the event phase, and now we do the morale phase. So I've got 1. I need to take 2 wounds.
So, I mean, you're dead.
Hell.
Well, I don't know.
Can you get the pot and heal it? Use that for healing.
No, it's
Oh,
not
wait for
dead
that
till
to
you
come
go.
back
You've
through.
got 1 more health.
Okay.
But that means we need to get the morale up for me.
Yes. Yeah,
But-
otherwise you're dead next round. You
But
need
I
to
need
get.
to build a fireplace.
You need to get a determination token. Gav. So
Because you can use the Bible, can't you?
yeah.
The
You're
Bible
going to have to
will,
go here and here to rest.
the Bible will give you, you get
You heal a wound and get
3
3 determination tokens.
determinations and you heal a wound.
Divine intervention, Gav. But Julie needs it as well.
We could both rest this round.
So
Is that
why
2
don't you,
you need for that, or can you just put 1?
you can only do that once.
Oh,
No, what I'm saying is, do you need both of those for that?
No, you put it. You have to go here, but you can only go there once.
Yeah, but you can put both.
Just
You
put
can't
2
split
discs
it.
on.
You can only put 1 pawn there.
Oh,
Right.
1 pawn. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you.
Right, so production phase. So we get a wood and a food in the available resources.
Be a very good building our hut over there.
Yeah, stick them down here in the available one. Okay, so we've done the production phase. Now we can take our actions. So that's me, isn't it? So I'm close to death. Any more wounds? I'm toast.
Yeah, same here.
Well, I think I'm going to explore. And trouble is, if I take a wound, I'm just going to explore.
So I need to go there
Yep.
to get 2. And shall I rest?
Well, you do that in the action phase. You don't take them now. You
Oh.
take them when we get to it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you could rest.
Or shall I risk getting the fireplace because that does give us +2. But that's if we've got any food left. We're not going to have any food, are we? We're always going to be short of food. There's no point doing that.
Let's go there.
Well, can't I do something else?
What gives you more health? Pot.
No,
Is that
we've got to
one
wait for that
house?
to come
Yeah.
round though, don't we?
Dunno.
So it all comes. All of mine are to do with food. Which
I'm going to explore.
Oh,
So you
so I do it up one now.
Not now, no. When
Oh
we
yeah,
have to deal with.
We need food, don't we?
You have to do the gathering action, I suppose.
Yeah. Where's the gathering action? Should I put one on?
It's up to you, but you take a wound if you fail.
Oh, I'll do both then.
Both of them. Right, yeah.
Need food, don't we?
Don't forget you've got 2 build pawns there.
Is that anything?
What?
Does that build anything?
No, you got that acts as an extra pawn, doesn't it?
So I want to build, so I can use one of
Yeah, you
those.
could use one in there, so you just put it on there
Yeah,
like that.
okay. And gather.
Yeah. So you can't use the brown build pawn together.
Right, okay.
You have to go there. Right?
If I use the other build one, what can I use that for? Get the pot?
You could do that, but you'd be risking it.
No, I'm saying if I went for that, can I get the pot?
No, you've got to wait
Right.
for that to come back through in the pole, don't you? The pot.
Yes, you can only use these with one of your own pawns, yeah?
Yeah. What can I build with that then? With
Well,
this,
anything.
anything.
You've got to put that on there. Right, these can't be sent out on their own, they're just... Yeah?
Just think of what we need to build. Or do you think we need to gather?
What's that one?
The cure. What do you want to do?
The cure, I could use that.
You could do, but there's nothing to fight at the moment.
Right, oh I see. What else do
What about the rope? Yeah, I'll put buildings
what can that
there.
do?
Get +1 on the tile with your camp. +1 food.
Oh, do
If
that
I,
one
if
then.
I build that.
Yeah, that'd be useful.
But I need the rope first.
Okay.
We'll do the rope.
Right, so you want to build the rope. Okay, so that's a success. Right, and what else are you going to build?
Oh, I wanted to
Build
do
the
this.
shortcut.
Yeah,
Well, so you built the map.
yeah.
Right, so that's a success. So you put the shortcut on here, and it says during the production phase you get 1 chosen resource available with the tile on the thing. Any tile adjacent to your camp. So we want the token that looks like that out of the box.
And that's a permanent, that happens every production phase
Yeah,
now, doesn't
yeah.
it? Yeah.
More food.
Is that
I think
redundant
it's one
now?
of the bigger tiles, isn't it? Gav, is it one of the larger ones there? Is that it? Sorry?
That's used now, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
it's
the only
gone.
permanent one.
Yeah.
And when do we use this then?
Well, we just don't discard any food.
Oh, right, okay.
Looks like a blue thing, doesn't it?
It's those ones.
That looks like it, doesn't it? Yeah. So which one do you want it on?
This
This one.
it's adjacent, isn't it? With this a resource that we need.
Food.
Yeah.
Well, so we can get clack that as well.
Well, where's the card?
You took it.
No, I'll put it there.
Oh, right.
Right, okay. So it says during the production phase you get 1 chosen resource available from this tile.
So does it stay on that tile or can we move it
so
around?
We get that, or we get that, and all that.
What the
It's
food
a
or the
shortcut,
rope.
isn't it?
So that stays there, we can't
Yeah.
move it?
No.
Right.
Yeah, we need food.
So that's the best one to go on,
And
is
wood,
it?
don't
Oh,
we?
And we can do wood if we want, yeah.
We need wood to try and fall down half.
So that means we can go on that one as well, did you say?
What do you mean?
You said that one,
No. This here, when you produce, you can take this
Yeah,
or this,
right,
right? This and this.
right,
But when you can take one of these.
right, okay,
You put all on that one.
right, okay.
Yeah, you get 1 chosen resource available with the shortcut thing. But when you
Right.
gather, you can only take 1.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've built, right? So Julie's going to gather. So you can't
Yes,
gather. Yes, you can't gather there. So would you want food?
Food. Yeah, food. We need food.
All right.
I don't want, does it?
And I'm going to explore. So I'll go here. That's good. So we get a beast card.
Is that hills again?
Yeah, we've discovered all the terrain
Oh,
now.
right, it's everything, is it? Right.
We get two
What's that one?
discovery
Shield.
tokens.
Oh,
And we can cancel out the weather, which is good. And we get 2 food. That's excellent.
Like me,
Yeah.
I get 3 of these.
Yeah,
No, was it 2?
3. You can use the Bible. And you can heal a wound.
Eek.
Is there anything else that we could heal wounds with that we've made?
oh, it's just the pot, isn't it?
Yeah, the pot, but we need extra food for that.
And the other thing is when you've got an animal.
Cure,
Is there anything else? No?
No,
No herbal medicines or anything? No?
no. Right, so
So when the Bible's gone, that's it, isn't it? For that one.
right, so we take all our pawns back.
Pass me.
Okey-doke. And everything moves down. So I'll
to
just
get 2 food. And
so that one means we ignore 1 rainy cloud. So I'm assuming when it's the weather phase,
We can use it then.
we can just ignore 1. I'm assuming. It says ignore 1 rainy cloud. So yeah, so we'll use that when it comes to it. So we put 2 food. Should we use the food now?
yeah, I need
Yeah,
it.
we'll
Oh,
get rid
it's
of that.
running. There's lots.
Got the grub. That's non-perishable food now, isn't it? Everything. It doesn't really matter 'cause we're not going to discard anything.
Doesn't matter, does it?
Right. So now it's the weather phase, right? So you roll all 3. All 3. We can ignore 1 of these.
These are just bad. A lot of them.
Oh no.
That's
Snow, rain.
Snow twice, rain twice.
Right, so we can.
So I can change that to 1,
Yeah, it's a 1.
and whatever that one's.
Right, so we do the snow first. Right. So for each winter cloud, lose a wood.
We've got wood. Oh, yes, we have, sorry.
Right, then add all clouds, winter and rain together. Oh, for each winter, we've got 2 snow.
2
2
snow.
snow,
Yes, we've
1
all
rain.
got to take a wound. I'm dead.
Is that it?
That's it.
Oh, no.
I froze
Game
to death.
over.
No.
Game over.
That's
I
hard.
froze to death.
We're not even close to the end.
How'd you get the wood? I mean,
We just couldn't get any wood.
no.
I don't know how you meant to do that.
Well,
It's
that wood
hard,
was
but
sitting
it's
there
possible.
for a little while though. We didn't move it back. We
Yeah,
didn't.
maybe we made the wrong decisions.
Well, like what?
I don't know.
Well, if you don't go for the food,
They get
Can't.
the food, you get too many wounds.
can't
If
get
you
the
don't go
wood.
for the wood, you don't ever finish the game. And you can only get them here, but you can't go for all of these because you have to try and get these
It's
out.
possible. People have won the game. I've seen it done. That is, I mean, obviously the first go, you'd have to come back and think, well, you know, develop a strategy, but it is winnable. But it's notoriously difficult. Did we win it last? Did we play it last time? Did we win?
I don't
played
remember.
it with you.
I don't
I
remember
don't
playing
remember
this.
this game.
You don't
Played it
remember?
with you.
I'm not sure if we played this. Well, you
But we might have done it.
I mean,
No,
it's
I don't
hard.
remember the layout at all.
We got to round 6. I mean, we wouldn't have finished if we got to round 12
Yeah.
anyway. But we would have had.
Where's
we,
it gone?
we would have rolled those
Oh,
dice all
9,
the way
is it?
through. So
It's just gone 9.
Yeah.
we needed to build up our
Yeah.
defences.
By
Yeah,
getting-
we needed wood.
Yeah.
What does it say about gathering wood then?
I say you get wood by gathering
It just
stuff,
seems.
and
It just seems a little bit too hard to
Yeah,
get
it
wood.
just seems a bit difficult.
we
When,
wouldn't-
when you go for gathering, you can only take one thing.
yeah. Yeah.
The partial red dye. Key
But
frame.
exploring gives you these tokens, doesn't it? So you would have had all these things there. You need food as well, don't you?
And you lose these two easily as well, the
Yeah,
determination.
morale went down real quick then when we weren't defended against the. So maybe that's the idea, is to defend yourself first, and then move your camp to a decent place first, then build your stuff, and then once you've defended yourself against stuff, got your weapon level up.
Yeah, we put the weapon level up first, didn't we?
Yeah. I thought we were onto a winner there when we had the boxes. It's just we were half dead.
Late, wasn't it?
Yeah. Anyway.
Anything else going there?